I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Welcome back. Roll the rat.
Bo is extra excited. You guys should know that, especially for all of you new people seeing our faces, this is not his usual. He's excited because he knows there's extra people seeing him.
I know. You get to see this. All this. My beautiful hair.
So now we can make the official. Again, this was a surprise for all of our regular listeners. We did not let any of, if you're a Patreon.
Hi, YouTube.
If you're a Patreon normal subscriber,
you're used to it, and you're just over me
Well,
now.
not only are they used to it, they knew.
Yeah.
We told them this was coming. We gave nobody else a heads up, but this is a surprise advertisement
For our Patreon videos.
If you enjoy listening and seeing us, and you think that this is something that maybe you want more of, you can get more of it. There's a place. There's a place that already does this.
Tell them where to go.
Well, I mean, it's patreon.com/Kentucky Fried. You know, I mean,
There you go.
It's all the
likes
same
it when you say things.
You
You gotta pet their ego.
Yeah, so we've been doing this for months there. More, I mean, almost half a year, right? I mean, it's been since Halloween.
Yes.
American Werewolf in London was definitely up.
Yeah. Was it before that?
Way before. Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk was the first video that we did.
Or Gladiator. It was
Yeah.
way back. I think Incredible Hulk we didn't have something messed up with video.
Something messed up. Like
Gladiator was special weird because remember it's before I knew I could do the side-by-side recording,
side-by-side
so
one.
it was like the picture-in-picture recording of us. That one was a test. I think Patreon was the only place that saw that video. I don't think anybody else. I don't think there were shorts
No, I
made
don't think
from
there
that.
were.
I don't think there was anything. Yeah, that was before that was when shorts were still
just
pictures.
Pictures, I think.
Still pictures of us with like a GIF.
Yeah.
Running,
Had the little
in the top.
picture
Yeah,
frame
yeah.
and the thing.
Fun times. Oh, the evolution.
I know, right? I liked the Nintendo artwork of us.
The 8-bit
Yeah,
art. Yeah,
that was
that
good.
was right before that. And then I did the videos, and then we had the fun artwork in with the videos.
Right.
Nobody seemed to like that. Or not like it, but I mean it
Or
was about
notice
this
it, really.
It was about the same view. Yeah,
Yeah.
we get the same views as the still ones, and I was like, I'm putting so much work into this. And then of course we're at where we're at now, where everybody you either are using Opus clips or you're making it look like you're using Opus clips because for some reason that is what cracks the algorithm.
For some reason.
It is. I've seen if I hadn't seen the numbers
paying each
myself,
other
I wouldn't.
off.
If I hadn't seen the numbers myself, I wouldn't.
Somebody's making money off of this.
We need to get off the boring stuff. People aren't here for
You
this.
don't want my conspiracy theories against
Well-
the platform that I'm desperately
Yeah,
trying
well,
to
as
be
I say,
popular on.
we're literally here to give people something new that they've not seen from us. We don't need to bore them with the stuff let's just give them what they're here for.
No.
You guys know what you're here for. We're here to talk about a movie.
Yeah.
And drink a fun beer while we're at it. So, Bo, tell them what we're drinking.
Beer. I'm the beer guy, I've noticed. We're doing Sweetwater Brewing
We kind of take
Company's
turns.
Extra Pale Ale 420. The original. I just now noticed that at the bottom of the can.
We kind of take turns. You just usually you get so excited about the types of beer.
I do love beer.
Yeah, so I usually let you do it because you're like when we're there and it's something that we've never tried before. You're like, what is this type of beer? And so yeah, I think
like,
people can hear the excitement in your voice about it. So I just want you to tell them.
I love beer.
Obviously, this is our 420 special.
Hell
it's
yeah.
in the can. It's in the name. We know this is a week early.
But we want you to be able to watch this episode.
We want
On
you
420.
on 420 to enjoy this, and we release late at night. We know that.
Yeah.
And so we don't want you to wait all day.
Because you're going to be passed out by that
You're probably taking a weed nap. If you're the kind of person that's looking for this episode on 420,
The weed nap has claimed you by this point.
So we're trying to be as fair as we can to all of our fans, and we wanted to make sure if on 420 you wanted to enjoy this as part of your day, you can.
Yeah, it's right there. Don't have to
Now
wait.
that does mean you have to you have to restrain yourself. You have to wait a week from when we release it.
It's a big ask, man.
I think it is.
Dude, I don't think we can ask that of our dear followers.
Okay, then maybe we should just say listen to it twice.
Yeah, there you go. Listen to it twice. I like that idea better.
But yeah, so this is gonna be half baked, guys. Well, and I guess for anybody who's new here, because since we're doing a real video, we might get a lot of. I don't know how the algorithm likes this. We might have more people here because there's faces.
Yeah.
Instead of
it's not just audio. YouTube doesn't like that.
And so, just in case there are more here, the way we like to do this. We find something that goes with the drink we're having.
Yeah,
we find a drink to go with the movie we're watching. Which came first?
Yeah, we try to link the two together. And sometimes it's a bit of a stretch, but it's our show. Fuck it.
We usually try not to stretch it that much.
Yeah.
We're usually pretty good. The stretch only comes if it's something we direly want to watch, and it's like I can't find anything better. I can't find anything better.
We pull out the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, but any other time we usually do pretty good. I think like it's usually like once you hear it, you're like
most of the time it's like that's kind of obvious.
Sometimes I don't even want to say most of the time. Sometimes it's basket case for basket case. I get it, but I mean I'm saying it's not always that. Yeah, I mean you couldn't pass
that was more perfect than anything. We got one coming up that's pretty fucking perfect too.
Yeah, well, I mean
wait for that.
We're pretty good at our jobs. Let's just leave it at that, right? Like I mean
I'm all right.
All right,
I'm just good at drinking the beer. That's all I'm good at.
But so like we said, we know this is our 420 special. This is everybody gets to see our smiling faces. This is tons of fun, tons of extra good. I guess
goodness?
Let's just get in. Yeah.
Extra goodness.
It's that good.
Fully, man. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of silly. I'm sure, guys. We're going to have a fun time today. Let's go ahead and just get into this. So, yeah, this is Half Baked. It was, I would say, one of the quintessential like millennial stoner movies, right? Like like the Boomer or Gen X is like it's
Cheech and Chong.
It's a Cheech and Chong because it kind of carried over a little bit, right? This is obviously a little bit Gen X too because of the time, but I mean like it definitely appealed to our generation. We were 14.
Yeah, and who didn't smoke weed
15,
and
16,
start doing Jim Brewer impressions from this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Like we all, that's how we thought stoners acted when we were 14.
Yeah, this was definitely just like, it was a movie that hit. It hit real hard. We all watched this one. I personally, I've said before, my dad was a guy who enjoyed, and he was a movie fan, and so obviously he had this. Again, he's of the age. He was a Cheech and Chong guy.
Yeah,
he did the other thing. Any of the other older stoner movies. It was, but I mean, he still had to try out the new ones.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And so yeah, he
not gonna not watch it because it doesn't have Cheech in it,
right? And so Half Baked is a good one. So what would you say are some of the other millennial ones? Can you think of another one that
How High?
I was about to say that's like, to me, if I think like millennial stoner movie, I'm like Half Baked, How High. That's the list. I can't really think of anything else. Like
another third
Harold
one.
and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar. Yeah,
are we
there
stupid? Both of us blanking on Harold and Kumar. That's the only one that's a franchise, and we were both blanking out on the franchise. Oh wait, I take that back. Right, I found out. This one is apparently starting to become a franchise.
There's a sequel to this movie?
There's a sequel to this movie. Well, in the research while I was doing this, I found out came out last year. I still feel like I should have heard about this.
Yeah, right? Like me too.
In some kind of circle.
Yeah, even like the bad movie circles that I'm in.
Well, again, like we run an Instagram account.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of other podcasters that do movies.
Somebody should have mentioned it, right?
I didn't hear about this anywhere, so I was very surprised. Don't get me wrong, not really tied to this movie.
I'm not particularly like, I have to watch it.
Well, I'm
gonna watch it, but it's gonna be like, oh, I know this is gonna be like the delightful kind of crap that I love.
But yeah, the only person who came back was Rachel True, who is Mary Jane. We'll get into who she is.
Yeah, we'll wait
all that.
when we do the
We're
cast.
almost there. This is a good segue
Wait
point.
30 seconds.
Well, it's a good segue point, but you know us. We're never.
we never take those.
it. We never take it when it shows.
It's like,
up.
wow, look at that segue we could have used. Yeah, we could just keep talking about what I was talking about.
the movie also does have the voice of Harlan Williams, so Kenny from the movie, but not physically. Rachel
just-
True was the only one
yeah.
that physically came back.
He just did voiceover.
Yeah, to be a joint, I do believe.
Nice.
I saw. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it, right? Got to do it full force or don't
Smoke
do it
me
at all.
main character. I can hear it. I can hear it in his voice.
All right, but on that note, now we can
segue
because it's only us if we don't do the segue properly, right?
Yep.
Like that's how it works. So we'll start by the writers. Again, we always try to do this now.
Yeah, now.
we did a year's
The
worth
people
of
who make
episodes.
the movie are important too.
Well, we did probably a year before we started looking it up, and then when we started looking it up, even when it's people's names we had never clocked to register, and then we were like, oh, but they've made like 9 of the movies I love. How did I not know this? So we've decided in
maybe we should
in our
mention
best
it.
interest as people who are trying to say we should love movies that maybe we should know the people who are making them, not just
Might be a good idea. I feel like the internet would call us out. You're like, you don't like movies, you don't even know who makes them.
So this movie was written by Dave Chappelle, obviously, brainchild, but also Neil Brennan, who is a stand-up comedian. I know who he is. A lot of people are going to hear this and know who he is. He is still an active stand-up comedian. He has a social media presence. You can see shorts of him on stage and things. He is a funny guy. I like him. He is also in the movie,
which I didn't know.
I didn't know until research time provided me
Yeah,
that. Well,
isn't it
I
great?
definitely didn't know. He is the counter worker at
One
Scarface's
heifer with
job.
cheese, Julio.
When Julio, I love that we never get confirmation on if his
Whether
name
he's
is
being
Julio.
racist or if that's actually his name.
Right? Because the movie never tells us anything other than Scarface. So we have no idea if that was racist or not.
Whips around. I was like, man, I'm right behind you.
They're gonna degrade me like that.
Don't downgrade me just because I'm on a grill like that. Be damn.
Sorry. Yeah, this movie, it's good. Those two wrote a movie that was quotable, right? There's so much of this movie that's quotable.
Infinitely quotable movie.
We're gonna try our best not to only quote. Like well, dude,
we're gonna try.
We can't do 2 hours.
I mean, I already started.
No, but we can't do 2 hours of just quoting. That's what I mean. I'm not saying we won't quote. I'm saying we're gonna try our best
just want to do the whole movie, start to finish.
We're gonna try our best to have our own personal thoughts and opinions.
Little Kentucky Fried Theater. We just read through the script in our heads.
Don't give away our next fucking podcast. Stop it. Get full cast members with us here.
Table read it. That'd be awesome.
Fuck a table read, dude. We're gonna do this 1920s radio theater style.
Fuck yes, dude.
Somebody's gonna do
like
sound
the
effects.
shadow.
Yeah. We gotta stop. We're giving away all our ideas now.
Who knows what evil lurks within men's hearts? The shadow knows. I can do the voiceover guy.
Yeah, there you go. On top of our writers, we also like to cover the director when it's relevant. Because again, sometimes we still know the director is sometimes still a nobody who has done almost nothing. We'll give you their name usually in cases like that.
And if they did something you love, fuck yeah.
We're gonna try to and then tell us.
Let tell us who it is. I'll watch it.
But generally speaking, we're kind of just like, well, okay, they are here though.
Yeah.
But so this is one of those cases where we need to talk about.
This
the
one
things that she's
surprised
done.
me.
This surprised me.
Surprised me.
This is Tamra Davis. Again, this is a name where when you hear it, you're just like, okay, I don't know who that is. She is married to Mike D of the Beastie Boys. The Davis is, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so,
Intergalactic.
that's already
Intergalactic. That's my favorite Beastie Boys song.
So we already see the connect. Oh fuck, dude, Brass Monkey. I love Beastie Boys.
That's a good one too.
Sabotage.
Brass Monkey.
Sabotage.
Yeah, classic.
Fight for Your Right. No. The Beastie Boys are eternal. I mean, it's just all there is to that one. No, but so she is famous. She is definitely. I mean, already she's got a claim to fame.
Yeah,
just
right
by
there.
being close to the sun.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, she's right there.
For old punk nerds like us, you know.
But so she is already there. But she has also directed things like Billy Madison, or CB4, the Chris
I
Rock
love-
gangster rap.
I like
movie.
both those movies.
Those are
but
both
man,
great movies.
I
Billy
fucking-
Madison's.
I annoyed everybody with that fucking movie. I watched it so goddamn much and quoted it all the fucking time.
Shampoo is better.
No, conditioner is better. Oh, really? Oh, really, fool? Beep, 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 beep.
Stop looking at me, Swan. Yeah, okay, we gotta stop. We're not there yet.
God-
We'll get there eventually. We're not there yet.
Goddamn penguin again.
Yeah, so she has definitely directed some things, but on top of those, she's also directed literally, I mean, hundreds of music videos. It's outrageous. I didn't even write any of the big ones down because I was just like, you guys look. You'll find something.
You'll be
find
shocked.
the
You'll
one.
be like, no
you'll
way.
You'll find at least one where you're like, God, I love that music video.
Fucking video.
So yeah, she is definitely someone of note, and it's crazy because I never
I didn't either.
never knew. I was never that guy before, right? Never that guy.
No.
Not really.
I kind of hated directors up until recently.
You don't got to throw the names out. We know.
They know who the fuck they are and what they did.
Well, yes, because you've said on multiple occasions now. They definitely know. If they've listened, they know.
Old bastards. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so again, this is why we now do these dives
Right.
because we find some things out where we're like, well, goddamn,
Maybe they aren't all horrible
I feel
people.
dumb that I didn't realize that the reason I like these things is because it was the same person's vision.
Yeah,
and it helps me like these things. She is definitely she deserves the credit she should get
what's
for
the
this.
kids
Right?
say nowadays? She deserves her flowers or
Sure.
whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know.
I hear people say it all the time, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah, but you get flowers when you die too.
Yeah, right? That's what I always think. I was like, no, don't give me my motherfucking flowers. I'm not dead yet, you asshole.
All right. In the movie acting, we have some. Okay, I would say our biggest people are cameos, and I say we don't mention them now. We wait until the fun time because they're usually in montages, and so it'll help us flesh out the montage
right after
talk,
another. Yeah.
right? Because if not, the montage is just like they meet some stoners. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They meet different kinds.
this way, we actually get to be like, oh,
And
this
then
is who
this
it is,
one,
and we can
he's
flesh
this
it out.
He's this kind of stoner.
I think it'll help us at that
I
point.
agree.
But so let's hit the main cast, right? Like the people we see the most of.
Our quartet. That's four.
Yes, our main stoner. See, because this is weird because normally it's a stoner duo.
Yeah.
That historically in movies it's a
just
stoner
the two.
duo.
Even later on, Harold and Kumar, it's a duo.
How high?
Oh yeah, it's just the two of them too, right? So this is the only one where it's like
There's a bunch.
fucking group.
Although really it's a triplet, right? Because a trio.
Yeah, trio.
Most of the movie we only have
Yeah,
three.
Poor Kenny.
Yeah.
But
But so
Ice
yeah.
is fucking one of them too, right?
Right, yeah.
It had to be him.
But so yeah, we have obviously we have Dave Chappelle. We're not gonna talk about. We're gonna focus on this the way we would if this were 1998.
Yeah,
This guy was
this,
funny.
This is funny.
He wrote a funny movie.
This is a funny movie.
I'm not worried.
From 1998, and that is how it will be seen
Yes.
in context.
We both understand the questionableness of things
yep.
that are actively going on currently, and we're not endorsing him
Nope.
in any way.
I'm neutral. I'm fucking Switzerland.
Right? But we are also both not the type of people that write off previous things when we still enjoy them.
Yeah.
Because, man, if you do that and you look at revisionist histories, you got to write off a lot of things.
All right. I'm a wrestling fan.
gotta
Anybody ever watch Dark Side of the Ring?
You gotta write off a lot.
You got to write off a lot of shit sometimes.
Everybody was bad.
Yeah, everybody did something crooked.
So yeah, sometimes to enjoy the things, you got to put the blinders on. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not telling you should or you shouldn't.
Political free area.
The most that I'm asking is that you don't judge us for trying to do that. We're trying to be in the middle, right? We're trying to say
this is a movie podcast.
Yes, we're trying to say this is a fun movie, and we're focusing.
They
on
have
the movie.
podcasts for that kind of thing.
I think at this point we gotta stop because now the conversation almost makes it seem like we're, you know, what I mean, we're almost getting past where we're saying we're not that way and sounding like we're like standing on a soapbox.
We're on a soapbox for not being on a
Right?
soapbox.
Like, yeah. So
everyone listen to how neutral I am.
now, I think in the fairness of the fact that we are trying to be neutral, we won't say anything about his other works. We will just move on. You know who he is. If you do like him, you know. If you don't and you want to know more about him, you can do that. If you hate him and you don't want to look at it, don't look at it. On that note, let's go talk about Jim Brewer.
Oh, poor Jim Brewer.
Well, I think it's a good segue. Because
I liked Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer had almost the opposite career
Yeah.
path, right? Like Jim Brewer was a guy, because they were pushed together. They were going to be a comedic duo. Hollywood thought they should be together. They were never a duo. Again, this wasn't written with him. Neil Brennan wrote this. They should have been a duo, right? Like
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle and him, and they kind of were. I did find that out. No, I found that out. Neil Brennan wrote for the Chappelle Show.
Oh,
He also
nice.
wrote for, you ready for this? All That.
No way.
And
My millennials. Let's go.
and Keenan and Kel.
Well, yeah, you wrote for all of that. You kind of have to.
But so this guy has wrote for a lot of the things. He was on SNL for a while too. I mean, Neil Brennan is. I mean, again,
Man,
I guess as Bo just taught me, he deserves his flowers. Call back.
But we think that means death, though. So it does do like
but,
from
but
our
you
perspective.
taught me that the younger people.
Yeah,
think that,
I guess.
yeah.
But fuck them. They're stupid. It really means you're gonna die. Here's your goddamn grave flower.
Jim Brewer is a guy though that I'd love to be like, oh, you know him from this and this and this, but you don't.
But you don't.
You don't.
You know
he's
him
been
from-
in things.
yeah.
He's been in things. He's always a minor character. He's always an off to the side character.
He got this big push though after
For a
this
while.
movie.
No, he got a stand-up special. Because again, he's a stand-up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, especially if you're someone who loves his stand-up.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss. I'm not saying he's not funny.
The only bit I remember is the hokey pokey AC/DC.
Well,
bit.
and the bit about him always looking stoned, even
Yeah,
though he's not.
It's just my face.
But that's a bit that only really worked because of Half Baked. Because
Yeah.
without the movie,
There's no context.
you don't
for
think
it.
about it.
Yeah. You're like, yeah,
because
man.
like when he's just doing stand up, it wasn't as like he does put on a little bit more to make it look super like he's stoned all the time. Like yeah, he has a little bit of a naturally stoned look, but he puts it on when he's putting it on. You know what I'm saying? So
Let's do a comeback. Let's get Jim Brewer back.
I don't know.
One more stoner movie.
I don't even know when the last time I seen him in
I
something.
have no idea. They used to run that fucking comedy special all the time on Comedy Central. So it gave the illusion that he was
It's
still there.
doing stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Our next one.
Sorry, Jim. I like you, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love
no
Jim
heat,
Brewer,
buddy.
but I just again,
It's not your fault.
I think he could have done more. I think they pushed too hard for him, and people.
he got the Lex Luger push.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they tried to
When people
push him down everybody's throats.
when people
and they
push too
wouldn't-
hard, you
Yeah.
you fight back. Yeah, and I feel like that's what happened with him. Like they were pushing him pretty hard, and people were just like,
Yeah, I feel bad for him. I liked him.
On to our next person, Scarface.
Scarface.
Guillermo Diaz. This guy is in a lot of stuff, and I apologize that I didn't write a bunch of it down.
But that's like the best kind of actor to be, isn't it? Like you're always working.
Well, and like recently, he's more like a bad. Like that's the thing. Like he shifted. Like
Yeah,
you see him in this. He's jacked
out.
He's got
right?
a big beard. I think he rocks a bald head most of the time now too. He's well. If you ever seen again, I didn't write any. I didn't write most of it down because I was a huge Weeds fan. Ironically enough, for the topic of today.
Imagine that.
But
Cue everyone's shocked reaction.
he was a character in that named Guillermo.
Nice.
So he got to be himself-ish, I guess.
Totally. He's that badass in real life, right?
Well, he's like a drug cartel dude.
I mean, Hollywood don't need to know what he does in his free time. I got you, dude.
But now he does he does like badass like SWAT style characters and shit. Like, I mean, like he's like
fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, dude. I mean, he does a lot of.
That's
cool
awesome
shit.
because like in this movie, he's pretty
he's
like
scrawny.
80 pounds.
He's
he's
wearing
tiny.
like the oversized
Right.
shirts. Yeah, so he looks even
he's
smaller.
smaller.
Yeah, dude. It's. But that was a look then. I mean, he looked fly.
Yeah.
He looks fly for
Look
1998.
good.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
the little
okay.
necklace.
On from him though, we have Harlan Williams. Oh, I guess we didn't say who. So we said he's Scarface. Jim Brewer is Brian. Dave Chappelle is Thurgood Jenkins. And then Harlan Williams rounding out our quartet. That's right. Thank you. I was about to be like,
I was banned.
I was like, I'm too drunk for this. What's the 4-piece? Harlan Williams rounding it out as Kenny, because you can't have a 90s thing without a Kenny, right? He's even wearing orange. Did you notice that?
I know.
Like, South Park just took over fucking so much pop culture at the time.
Wrestling, dude.
So much at the time, dude. It was so
the
crazy.
oddities that come out. Fucking Goldard come out with the fucking Cartman.
Now, Harlan Williams is one of those people I definitely want to mention more, because I feel like this guy...
He didn't get enough love, man.
He got robbed.
He did.
And he does do a lot. And he does a lot that people should talk about more. Like Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, burning out his fuse out there alone.
That is such...
I wonder how much it cost them to get that song in that movie.
I have no idea.
It's a Disney movie, right? So
yes, it's a Disney movie. Yes. Exactly, dude. It's a Disney movie. This is a dude who is just... He's so underhyped, right? Like, nobody talks about this guy, and they should.
And he's good.
Funny.
He's a good actor.
He's always funny. Dumb and Dumber?
The cop drinking piss.
You remember him in Dumb and Dumber. All off the cuff. That was this man, right? Like,
he needs to do more stuff. Come hang out, dude. Harlan. Come hang out on the fucking show. Drink some beer with us. Tell us stories. We'd love to have you.
Definitely, dude. I mean, I would love to have someone like this.
Of everybody in this movie, I think I'd like to have him here the most.
In a world where so many things are like overhyped and played up, when they're not that great, and we got a man like this. Yeah. I'd love to have someone like him show up and talk about like the career that he had.
We would die laughing. The whole video is just us laughing, him just telling jokes.
I'm down for it. He also, though, I hate to do this. I hate to be this guy. He is also known for Sorority Boys. It's like a 2000s movie with 2000s teen actors when he was, again,
I haven't seen this one.
Older than he was here.
Yeah, he was born in the 60s, wasn't he?
He was almost not even in the 60s. He was 1963.
Jesus.
He, as an infant...
Way to age, though, man.
As an infant, he got to watch the Beatles on television. Let's put it that way.
He saw most of Nam. Let's be fucking real here. That shit was on the news every night. And you know he was sitting there just going, what's going on?
Yeah, so I love Harlan Williams. He also has a very storied voice acting career. He's done a lot of cartoons and stuff. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would suggest everybody...
I would love to be a voice actor.
I would suggest everybody go look up his voice acting career, because you'd probably be shocked
of what he's in.
Yeah. That was one that I didn't even want to list all of, because he's done so many.
All right, cool. Let's do it together, because I need to do it too. Come on, audience.
I'm not doing it right now.
No, we'll do it later. Me and the guys here, we'll roll into it.
Yeah, so on from our main quartet, though, we definitely have a few other people who I would say are like
ancillary characters.
Well, and like important characters, right? Like, I mean, not main.
Plot important characters.
So we got Rachel True.
Love interest.
Mary Jane.
I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Oh, dude, the soundtrack is perfect.
I love the fucking music in this video.
But yeah, so Mary Jane... Rachel True, you know her from The Craft. She's been in other small things.
Yeah, but The Craft is the big one.
The Craft is the thing. Like, you know her from these two things.
Her hair starts falling out in the shower.
Those were her really big ones. She also, I think I did see she was in one of the Sharknado movies.
Nice.
I don't know which one, but she was in one of them.
They're all about the same from what I hear.
But she is here. She's, like I had already mentioned, she's also the only person who went back to the franchise for the second one.
She's in the sequel?
Yeah. So, I guess Mary Jane is... I wonder if Thurgood's kid is one of the characters. Like,
I have no idea.
I so have many questions.
Thurgood died, right? Like, that's what they're explaining how Chappelle's not in it.
So many questions. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't wait to watch it.
We also have in the movie Clarence Williams III as Samson. I would say really like the last of our even remotely important characters, right? Yeah. Like everybody else is legitimately cameo or happenstance or not that important. I mean, there's Jan.
Oh yeah,
that's roughly it though.
Jan,
right? But I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like when Jan is the only other person that you might be like has got.
She has like no lines though,
but she has screen time.
That's true. She is in like most of the scenes after
Brian even quits. In the beginning. She's in the opening scene with him. She's got screen time. So like I said, when you're questioning who's in the movie more, the bad guy or Jan, you understand where I'm saying there's not a lot to go from after them, right? Like, but yeah, Clarence Williams III we have to mention because this is acting royalty. This man was a member of the Mod Squad, not the movie.
No, the TV show.
Yeah, where the movie came from, not Giovanni Ribisi.
Good actor though.
That. Oh, Giovanni Ribisi.
But that was before he like got really big though.
I love Giovanni Ribisi.
The medic in Saving Private Ryan.
It's also in Friends.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember Phoebe's brother. Phoebe has his kids.
I'll never let him live that down.
Yeah.
But so this guy was in the original. He was one of the people in the original Mod Squad. He's also in Tales from the Hood, and if you've seen Tales from the Hood, you know who he is.
I need to watch that.
He's got crazy, like white, like puffy, crazy hair, and he's like, it's good. He's a good character in that movie. He's also in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, since we have already previously mentioned other Wayans brothers movies.
I remember that one being promoted, but I never went and saw it.
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker was before. It was in the 80s. It's in the 80s.
Was it?
It's the blaxploitation. It's their blaxploitation movie. Like it is a Wayans. It's Keenan Ivory, not the younger Wayans brothers, doing a movie like how they did their mockery movies of old 1970s of like Superfly and Dolomite and.
Sorry, I'm just following your
I know, I saw it.
Finger.
But yeah, it is a old. It's from the 80s. It is a movie.
Probably remember seeing the box at like Movie Warehouse or something.
I think it might have used to be on Comedy Central
because dude's like got like a sucker in his mouth or something, doesn't he? What am I remembering?
That's Kojak.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, god damn it! I watched
I
watched too much stuff. It's hard to keep track of everything.
It's okay, dude. I have two.
And we're just the proper mindset for this fucking show, aren't we?
Closing him out, though, I have one more thing to say that he was in, because we love to mention this type of movie in the first place. He was also in Maniac Cop 2.
The one movie out of the whole list that I've actually fucking seen. Yeah. Dude, Bruce Campbell dies in like the first 30 seconds of that fucking movie. I was so disappointed.
You know it's a B movie if Bruce Campbell dies
early,
right? Like if it's so B that guy said, I'm not doing this one.
Well, he's in like most of the first one.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
The second one's like, dude, they got him back.
The second one is so
immediately
so B that he said, I'm gonna be seeing myself out of here. I'm sorry.
I think I started the third one and I didn't finish it.
They get rough, dude. They get rough.
First one's so good though.
All right, I think that's everything. I think
that's everything important. Let's do the movie.
So yeah, this movie, it starts off, we roll in.
Is somewhere USA 1980
something.
Memory Lane. Yes. Did you see the sign?
It's just Thurgood talking to us about how he started his love affair with marijuana.
That first smoke session, man. Is him, Brian, Scarface, Kenny, and old James.
There's no old James.
I don't even know nobody named old James.
Go on now.
And he disappears.
I love this and hate this when they start smoking. Did you see how bad they lit that thing?
Yeah.
It was like
halfway up
down.
the fucking man. They burned the whole fucking tip of it off.
I get it; they're kids, and
yeah, they don't know any
technically
better.
speaking, from like looking at it from that point of view, like they're a bunch of kids, they don't know what they're doing. Sure.
Yeah.
Man, party foul.
Yeah,
that's a
real.
party
You
foul.
burned up like a quarter of that joint, man.
I'm surprised that the next thing he tells us is that they did get really high for their first time. You would almost expect the story to be like, and we didn't.
No, he says it though. He's like, some people say they don't get high.
I don't understand that.
Not me. No,
not
us.
Yeah,
we were really, really high.
No, look, I love the decision to do the slowed down movement walking as they come in, like the weird
right with the opera music coming up in the background behind them.
Everybody else at normal speed, and them like.
It's moving real fucking slow. I love the giant Abba-Zaba bar.
Superhero for
real
fucking
behind Scarface. Like Scarface,
that one would have been me.
It?
That one would have been me reading the comic book.
He's feeling it in the little thought bubble. Pew!
Kenny
jumps out of the slush. I've never been so thirsty in my entire life. Which is true.
So
very true.
So good. Such a fun opening.
That was when they met the 5th member of their crew.
I don't remember much about my early life. I don't remember the first time I had sex. But I'll always remember that. I'll always.
Well, later on in the movie, when you find out like the chick he had sex with in
high
school, you're like, I get why you tried to forget that.
I totally agree. Makes sense. This is so good. I love everything about the way this opened. It was fun.
Yeah.
It even has Dave Chappelle introducing people to weed slang that isn't super I remember this being the first time I ever heard Chiba.
Yeah, me too.
For weed.
Sweet Chiba.
That's sweet Chiba. I remember being like,
never heard that.
Having to stop to say this. I've already mentioned my dad partook. And so I remember watching, and this was his, he gave, I inherited this VHS from him because I was borrowing it from him so many times as a teenager.
For the first time from you.
Probably. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But so, I remember like watching it with him and then like having to like do like the over the shoulder eyeball thing at him when Chiba was said to be like,
Is that for real?
Is that a real one? And him just being like
sagely nodding, just yes, my son.
Like, okay,
your dad was the back in the day stoner.
No, when we get there, I'll talk about that. I do have a back in the day stoner in my life, and it wasn't my dad. Although he did have stories like that, but he wasn't quite that guy. He tried not to be that guy as much as he could. But I did have one. Like we all do. We all have someone like that, right? Come on, we all do. This though transitions into adulthood, right?
Yep, they're living together in New York.
They've all moved on, but they're all still together. 11 years later. That was freshman year in high school. These characters are 25. They all pull it off,
right?
Because goddamn half of them are in their 30s.
Right?
Literally,
especially Harlan. He's
Jim
like the oldest
Brewer
one
and
out of all
Harlan
of them.
Williams are both in their 30s when this was made. Absolutely insane.
Way to age, guys.
They did good
job.
Good on them.
I didn't question it for a fucking second.
This so we find out they're working at that Thurgood is working at frankincense and burr, not myrrh. Burr. I love
pharmaceutical company. And he's
government contracts.
He's a master of the custodial arts.
A janitor, if you want to be a dick about it.
I relate to this. I too am a master of the custodial arts.
A janitor, if you want to be a dick about it. Sorry, I couldn't help doing it the second time.
No, I'm a janitor. I don't need fancy titles. I have a fancy title at work. You want to know what my fancy title at work is? I am the executive houseman. Because I am in charge of the other 2 housemen. I'm a fucking janitor. I clean the floor and take out the trash. I do what Thurgood does. I mop the floor.
Yeah. Sorry, I got lost for a second. I was trying to make sure.
I think it's Scarface.
This is one of those things. I do apologize for everybody who's new for YouTube, since you guys are getting this as your special introduction to our faces. It also means you're getting a very rough cut, so you're going to see some of the things that maybe normally aren't.
Watch us get lost. Yeah. Have to double check things, flip through notes.
Sometimes you try to edit that to make it sound better for the audio.
Nice,
and so you guys are getting
seamless flow, make us sound like we know what we're doing.
You guys get the full stop moments when full stop happens now.
Yep.
Sometimes you just get zoned out and you're like, where
the fuck am I at?
What was the last second we just said? It happens. Yep. The worst part that it happened is that it happened at my favorite line in the whole movie, which is when he pulls the Abba-Zaba thing out of his pocket.
He's mopping the floor. He's like, this job sucks. Pulls it. I want one of these. Are they a real fucking thing?
Yeah, dude. Abba-Zaba.
Oh my God, I want one.
It's like taffy. It's like saltwater taffy.
Yeah, dude. It looks so good when
I think it's vanilla.
When he bites it and it just pulls and shit. He's like, Abba-Zaba.
You've never had an Abba-Zaba?
No.
Man.
I'm missing out.
Abba-Zaba. You my only friend.
I believe it. It looks so good. And it stretches like the length of your arm, and then it finally tears, and it looks so fucking good. I want some.
It's like most old school candies. It's kind of plain by today's standards.
Yeah, probably.
I mean? No, I promise you. Because it's like that old school. It's like a Necco fucking wafer type. You know what I'm saying? Like it's old school candy. So it's like not what we consider candy.
Necco
it's like
wafers are gross.
It's what we consider like barely a treat.
Maybe I shouldn't try the Abba-Zaba. It might ruin it for me.
No, I mean it's good.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do enjoy an Abba-Zaba.
Company that makes Abba-Zaba, send me some.
Send me a bunch of free ones.
just a case. I'll be all right with a case.
Thurgood then gives us a rundown of what
everybody else
is up to. Scarface has it the worst.
Yeah, I relate so much to Scarface's job.
I definitely do because, and both of us.
Yeah.
Because certainly at the age they're supposed to be, that's where both of us were.
Yeah.
We were both flipping burgers at 25.
Yep.
Here we are.
Yep. Nice.
I felt Scarface. I felt every bit of the
shit
anger.
Would happen, dude. McDonald's is the worst for this shit.
Gonna need a heifer with cheese.
Motherfucker, I am right goddamn next to you. Just because I'm on a grill, don't disrespect me like that.
Heifer with cheese. Again, that being our writer. One of our writers. I love it, dude. But yeah, it is totally like that. They talk to you like you're not really like.
Yeah, because you work in the back.
He's literally like you're not even a real person the way he's talking.
That divide between front and back.
Yep. So again,
all my restaurant workers, you know what I'm talking about.
We all get it, dude. We've been there. We know. Then we get to see who's next. Brian, right? We close out with Kenny, right?
It
doesn't matter. Brian, though.
Brian has the best job.
Brian works at the music store.
He's doing the fucking Empire Records deal, right? Just chilling in a fucking record store.
Dude, this opening was so funny. With this lady trying to sell the Kenny Loggins record. You want me to buy a Kenny Loggins record for $7?
I'll give you 5.
It's autographed.
I'll give you 4.
Stop it, Jan. I love how he blamed it on Jan.
Stop it, man.
Because she laughed and he was just like, you're going to use too much.
Dude. Shut up or she's not going to fucking sell it, man.
I fucking love it, dude. It was so funny. Again, Jim Brewer, the second you see him on screen being Jim Brewer, right? Like, I mean, he was exactly what you expected.
Again, this is why we all acted that way when we were high. When we were 14 was his fault. That's how we thought we were supposed to act.
Because he did it so well.
He did, man.
Then we close out with Kenny. Or maybe not.
He's doing the best out of all of them, man. He's like a kindergarten teacher.
Dude, I love this when Thurgood stops. I know some of you out there are going to try to judge my man and be like, hey, he shouldn't be around kids because he does drugs. Well, he's great for their self-esteem.
He's just like, I love you. I love you all. You're all.
I love this painting.
You're all so good. You're just finger painting and shit.
Were you watching? Did you watch it on your TV or how did you watch it?
I ended up having to watch it on my phone because I couldn't get it to fucking play on my TV.
Listen to me. I'm almost glad you didn't. I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to watch that scene on a TV. That man was sweating so bad during the filming with children scene that I was like, what is happening?
Is he
here?
like me and he just doesn't like kids?
I guess, dude. Like literally,
there's too many of these little fucks around me.
You could see, like, you could have mopped it off his forehead. He was so wet.
Taking
in that scene.
every little bit of his control to not scream at these little bastards.
It was wild when I was watching.
I want that to be the case.
It took me out of it so bad. Yeah, then we get to see Thurgood's done with his day of work. He's ready to go home. He's breaking down to
Free.
So simple, right?
Yeah.
This is how you want to leave work every day.
Right? Doing the fucking Nixon peace fingers. I'm free.
And he's like, let me tell you about weed in the city.
Get it all kinds of places.
This might be the city that never sleeps.
But it sure takes a lot of fucking weed naps.
I love the breakdown here. It was so funny. I used to buy weed from the Rossas.
That shit ain't weed half the time. I don't fall for that no more. You can get weed from these little corner stores called bodegas.
Say it with me now.
Bodegas.
Bodegas.
All right, good job.
I love this. He walks in. He's like, you can tell it's a bodega.
It's always got really old product, and it's like shit from like the 40s on the walls and shit.
I've been to New York and New Jersey, and
is that a real thing?
Yes.
Nah. Did you get some weed, man?
No.
Nah.
Which makes me even more curious about what they were selling there.
Disillusioned immediately.
I have been to, again, I didn't buy weed there, but I have been to what was in the ghetto and supposed to be a CD store, right?
Nice.
Literally, when you walked in the door, there was only a jewelry counter style display case,
like 5 CDs
with one of every CD, and that was it in the display case.
One metal album, one country album.
No, just a bunch of rap albums.
Oh, okay.
I said I was in the ghetto, right?
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I'm not trying to be offensive. I was just
what they're listening to there, probably.
But so me and my friends, like, we went in because we saw, like, we were just it was close to a college, and we were like, oh cool, we're just gonna check out what kind of music is here. Yeah. We walked in, we saw this no extra, like, again, it's not even like they weren't like on the wall, like,
just that one, like empty room with a case.
Yes, like, wrap around display
Nice.
case with like 30 separate CDs, just one on a fucking like pedestal thing inside the display case.
Nice.
There wasn't like obvious inventory. It's not like you're gonna walk up and be like, I want this one.
Nobody else
and they were gonna
there.
grab a box and be like,
Right.
this CD. No, this place was obviously a front for something.
You can buy more than just weed here, I'm sure.
We walked in, we looked around for a second. They were eyeballing us, we were eyeballing them, and we were like, all right,
we don't belong here, deuce.
you guys have fun with
whatever
this
fuck
is.
this is.
So yeah, I mean, it happens. Now but the bodegas I went in were not. We definitely just bought some Cokes. You know what I mean? Like there were refrigerated beverages that were not dust covered, and we bought those. But there were definitely
those people knew what they actually sold.
There were
right?
definitely food items that were on the shelf that looked like they were. Again, it might have just been that they were so generic they had that look.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's the idea here, is that it looks like you're walking into a place selling old shit.
And they never remember who the hell you are, man.
Black ass.
You gotta do something wild so they know it's you and you're cool. He fucking whips his pants down. Hey, black ass, why didn't you moon us earlier, man?
It's a little degrading, but it's worth it.
Because the weed ain't bad.
Yeah,
Best place to get it, though, is from Samson.
No, this was good. He said, so when you really need to get a fix, you can hit up and get it from this man who does a business called from Samson. The way he worded it was so weird, and he spits it all out of his mouth, dude.
They'll deliver it right to your house. I love this shit. The dude shows up at the
Weed
bike.
college.
And man, you go to weed college?
But for real.
I've met people like this, dude. They're sitting there like dealers. They're just like, man, you see these little hairs on it, man? That's like,
look,
this shit.
Look, the first time I started getting into legal stuff, I got that way because it was...
Yeah, and they
actually
give you all the actual like science
You actually
on
can, right?
There's
It
numbers.
really is like weed college.
Yeah.
This time era, though, that would have been wild.
It was just by taste and smell,
be an
right?
illegal fucking thing at the time, and like Samson was on the cutting edge of weed maps.
Yep.
Weed maps is literally an app you can get and do this. from actual dispensaries.
Maybe Samson started it, man. Him and the government.
Cutting edge, dude. Cutting edge.
He floated that idea at the end of the movie when he got out. He's like, I can make you billions.
Man knew what he was doing. You got to give him credit on that. Though.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this I definitely love the delivery service. It was great. I remember it being that thing that like when I showed this movie to friends, that was the one that everybody would stop and be like, "Shut up! I wish I could find that."
Right.
Before it was legal, the idea of being able, because normally you know how this works. What do? Back then,
you called somebody or sent them a text. And
it'd be shady. They'd be like,
go
meet
them
me in 30 minutes.
Lot,
but then when you get there, they'd send you another message and be like, I'm running late. And it'd be like 20 more minutes.
And then you're like panicking. You're like, fuck, they ratted. They're sending the cops for me.
It'd be an hour and a half process before you got back home.
So
to be able to sit at your house and watch TV.
Somebody just bring it to you.
And they just show up.
The dream.
What a time.
It's nice that now you can kind of just go to a store and get it.
Well, again, though, if you live in a city where those are stores, Weed Maps probably
they probably deliver to you.
Weed Maps is literally just it's the DoorDash of weed stores, right? So if there are weed stores in a town, just like if there are restaurants in a town, DoorDash will open. If there are weed stores in a town, Weed Maps will open. Somebody will start driving for Weed Maps.
Nice. Come on, bring it here.
Legalization happened. It's just medically right now. But that's the first step.
That's the first step. We're getting close. Yee.
On that note, it's the perfect time to say this. I don't do drugs.
No, me either.
I just smoke weed.
Just smoke weed.
As Thurgood points out.
I don't do drugs. Drugs is whack.
Very clear difference.
Just smoke weed.
Very clear difference. We got to make sure. This was great, though. I love this part because this is why the movie does well, right?
Yeah.
Those brief moments that we all relate to.
Yes.
Right?
The ritual.
The
naming of the pipes.
The ceremony of it all. We can hit that conversation.
Yeah, the munchie part.
Once they finish smoking, it's officially, whose turn is it for munchie duty?
Not it.
I guess that would make the fact that happened so easy is one of the only things I would say is not true about the movie, right?
Yeah. I feel like it's always Kenny.
There would have been a fight. It would have been the finger on nose. Like there would not have just been one guy saying not it and then Kenny instantly saying, guess it's me.
Yeah, no, that's what made me feel like this is just Kenny's job most of the time.
Now, in all fairness, he was in such good spirits about this.
Yeah.
Like, Brian gives the wildest list.
The list.
Full of so much. I wrote it all down.
Oh, did you?
I wrote it all down. Sour cream and onion. I'm not going to do it in the voice. We're trying not to quote.
Try not to quote. Just read the list. I'm just going to read it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, sour cream and onion chips with dip.
Important. What kind of dip, though?
Not
do you want ranch or do you want more green onion?
I want bean dip.
You want bean dip?
Let's go left field.
Full fucking wild. I want bean dip with my sour cream and onion chips.
Left field. Let's do it.
It might work, actually.
I'm telling you.
I went to culinary school. I'm thinking about it. It might actually
extra
work.
Fat
And the onion flavor in the bean. It might actually really work.
I'm telling you. So, back to what I was saying.
Try it. Comment. Let me know if it works.
Some beef jerky. Some peanut butter. I like that he doesn't even say, like, get me beef jerky. He literally says, some beef jerky. Some peanut butter. Like you're totally allowed to go in and open jar that peanut butter. For all
right. I don't care.
I just need some peanut butter.
In fact, put the jerky in the peanut butter. Just stick
I'm
right
telling
in.
you right now that was the intention.
It was Slim Jim.
Well,
and
it
jerky.
was chips and dip. And then jerky and peanut butter. Like those, it was a combo thing here, right?
I wonder if that would be any good. Peanut butter and a Slim
We
Jim.
can't do this with all of it.
Now I'm going to think about it all day.
Then we had the Haagen-Dazs ice cream, chocolate, lots of chocolate. Gotta make chocolate. Gotta make sure. Popcorn, bread. Bread was the funniest one because as soon as he said bread, Scarface was like, what?
I'm down. I love bread.
But then he saves himself with graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate.
Make s'mores,
but
man.
all little. He said because we're gonna make little s'mores,
man.
And then it was so great because he gets so giddy about the s'mores, and then he immediately like straight faces it back up. Celery, grape jelly. Like, whoa,
what
whoa,
the fuck?
Whoa. Did the celery go with the grape jelly or the peanut butter? Because grape jelly is scary to me.
Oh, if you did all three though.
I still don't.
I don't know.
think
I
I'm
don't like
down with that.
celery unless you like cook it. I don't want raw celery. You can put that shit in a soup.
Then he hits us with the Cap'n Crunch with the crunch berries. I want to
Nice.
say that's really that is
Was this-
quite a timely because I don't think this
I
was
was
when it
gonna
was
say before
this
the
wasn't
Oops All
regular. This
Berry.
was when it was limited time.
Ah.
That's what I was gonna say. This isn't even Oops All Berries. This is
Or this is like
definitely
with crunch berries was limited time.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember this being a thing.
Yeah, dude, because all of it was started out slow and was never going to be like an all the time.
Should have
stuff.
paid more attention when I was 10.
So yeah, this is 100% though. Was before Oops All Berries.
My favorite kind. Get those little orange, yellow fucking pieces out of there. Just give me the berries.
Then he closes our list out with pizzas, 2 big pizzas, everything on them, lots of water. Gotta have water.
Gotta have water, man.
And
Funyuns.
yeah. And to all of that, Kenny just said, "That's it."
That's it? That's all you want?
And not in like a sarcastic, like that man was
like he was
genuinely like in a
nothing
good
else?
mood.
No cookies? I didn't hear cookies on your list.
How about anybody else? Anybody else need
They're
anything?
good. Give me a box of condoms and man, what's that stuff? You used to eat it all the time back in the day. Pussy. That's it.
We've done this once or twice before, but only when it's really, really funny. Do you know what the TV edit for that line is?
No, I can't remember.
Pudding.
Pudding.
What's that thing? We used
That's
to
right.
eat it all the
on-
time.
When
back
they show
in the
this on
day.
Comedy Central, it'd be pudding.
Pudding. It's
mean,
great because it really fits
really
in.
does. It
with-
fits this mouth movement and everything.
It fits in with everything else. It makes condoms feel weird
a little weird.
to go with the pudding,
So maybe he just was out.
but it makes it fit with the whole rest of the conversation. It was good. I'll give them
It's
pudding.
not as funny as the joke, but it fits.
No, but pudding fit. It worked. They tried something there, and it really
I do
worked out
remember
for
that now.
Yeah, this was great. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, call the police.
If he ain't back in 10 minutes, we calling Domino's.
Again, we can't quote everything, but that one's classic. That one, again,
the things you have said.
I have said that.
Exactly.
I have
You
said
send your
that.
boys out to get something. It's like, if a motherfucker ain't back in 10 minutes, we're calling Pizza Hut.
Right?
You know?
These are real lines we all genuinely used after this movie. Definitely.
That's why we all laugh so hard when we watch it. It was like, I've done that.
Now, the best part, though, we see Kenny walk out of this. Again, different bodega. Not the same one,
not
but
this
100%
different one.
another bodega.
A much
though,
better
right?
one, apparently.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
got
yeah.
nice stuff in it. With literally
with
everything.
what it seems like was actually
Yes.
everything on the list
He's
he
got
was
the
given.
2 pizzas, the popcorn, Funyuns, all of it. There's these like giant bags, and he sees a horse.
He stops and he says,
You hungry,
You
girl? Fuck you, man. Fucking
Look
lady
at that.
walking by.
I love how good of a mood he's in. Look at that. Already getting me in trouble,
know.
silly.
That lady
Only
was,
Kenny.
That lady was mad, though. Did you see that shit?
Only Kenny could say in good
Right.
fucking sentiments when that
Want some
happened.
popcorn, horsey? And here
You
goes.
like popcorn, huh? It goes pop, poppity,
pop,
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 pop. That, again, something I've quoted in everyday life. Pop, pop, poppity, pop, pop. The dumbest thing. I have quoted that in
Yeah.
my life.
That's no worse than Button, who has the button from Willy Wonka.
Use that all the time.
All the time.
But yes, this was so fun. He feeds the fucking food to the fucking horse. Why did it have to be a damn diabetic horse?
I know. I felt so bad. The horse just like eats every bit of the food, and it's like farts and falls
Wait,
over.
we don't want to go too far. We have our brief moment where we get to see the other guys watching the Samson video or the
Oh,
Sir Smoke-A-Lot
The Sir
video.
Smoke-A-Lot video about
It's
Samson.
about Samson, yeah.
It's
yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
It is Dave Chappelle. That's why I want to stop to be like, it's Dave
I want
Chappelle
to
in the
talk
second
to
round.
Samson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alec Crampton.
I love it, dude. Love it. One of my favorite fucking characters when I was a kid
Yeah.
was fucking Sir Smoke-A-Lot because this was so over the top. So over the top. And now what's funny is like, again, we both live in a world post Chappelle Show, and you're just like, that's so early on, fucking Rick James character.
Rick James, bitch.
Right? Like you can see where he stole it,
Right.
like stole from himself from. Right? It's so good. So perfect, man.
Also, plot point, it's the introduction of Samson in the in the
we
movie.
get to find
we have the same drug dealer as him. Man, isn't that cool?
God damn it. Jim Brewer. What do you mean? Or excuse me, Brian. What do you mean?
Samson. Oh.
Like the guy we
Yeah.
we call him too.
The fuck, man?
It was the dumbest.
That look like James Chappelle gives him like, man, what the
Plus, we also, one of the cameos we said we were going to save to mention. Did you notice who the TRL style host was?
It's Tracy Morgan.
You can't hear that voice and not know it's him.
I love fucking 30 Rock. It's one of my favorite shows, man.
But yeah, as soon as he starts talking, again, I'll give him credit. It does not look like Tracy.
No,
I've never
doesn't.
seen him with the thin fucking mustache like
little
that and
pencil
stuff.
mustache.
Yeah, dude. I'll give him credit. It is one of those you hear it and you're like, that's Tracy Morgan. But you look at the screen and you're like, is that Tracy Morgan?
They put the do-rag and makeup him up and like
yeah.
made him look like a little younger and shit.
I'm telling you though,
Looked like he was 16.
They didn't make him look younger. It was just that it was 98. He was just that young, man.
How old is Tracy Morgan?
I don't know, but I promise you in 98, he looked younger than most of what you remember him. I promise.
Yeah, probably. It's way before 30 Rock, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a fun little cutaway for a minute before we get back to what is the only seriousness in the whole movie, right? Which again, like you already said, it's our dropping of the horse. He's dead. He dies, falls over.
Cop, Buttercup! No! He's like trying to do CPR on it.
The dramatic music plays.
Right.
Do you know where that's from? It's Ghost.
Is it Ghost?
It's Ghost. Ghost is famous for two things. One, Unchained Melody. We all know Unchained Melody. The other is the dramatic music whenever, like, it's like, he died. This is the same fucking music. Same music. They really wanted to hit home.
Nice.
That's why I love this movie, is because it is a stoner dream, but it is also a pop culture reference fucking, like, museum.
It's a buffet, right?
It's so many things that they throw references to, and it's so perfect.
I love fucking Kenny because he's like staring there, and he's like, the cop's like, "Why?"
I love horses. I love horses.
I love butter stuff.
Buttercup.
Butternuts.
Buttercup.
Cup. And then the quickest.
I'm a teacher.
The quickest fucking trial, conviction, everything.
I love
Like it's in like an hour.
It's because of this. I'm a teacher. You're a cop. I feel like his camera, right? Was this body cam time? Did this guy have a
probably
body cam?
not 98.
Yeah, but I feel like this is one of those things. Like nobody took the time to find the evidence out. They just heard that this guy yelled "cop killer," and so then the judge is like, "He's a cop killer."
Didn't that album come out in 98 too? It probably didn't help.
I think that was earlier. I think that was 96. Like the one is later, one is earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was 100%. It was so funny. Yeah, he just got railed by the system, right?
Yeah,
like
poor
totally
Kenny.
railed. The best part though is when it sums up. He's in jail. The lights go off, and he comes up to the bars.
My weed's wearing off.
Tear, one single solitary tear running
It's
down
like,
his
I
face.
feel it. I could deal with this if I could, stay high, right?
Dragnet theme playing through the whole time as he's going through the legal system.
I love
The
it.
only thing that would have made that better would have been Law and Order.
Yeah.
Because he was on both sides. We saw the police arrest
Right.
and the trial, so Law and Order could have worked.
That would have been good.
But I got a feeling Dragnet was probably
Cheaper.
copyright free, right?
Yeah,
or something
probably.
like that. Like, I mean, it was 30 years old or close to at that time. So
Yeah,
yeah. So I feel like there's a couple of times where that's what I feel like is going on, is that they got the royalty free version of some of these.
Probably.
And that one is definitely one of them. I feel like Dragnet was royalty free.
Yeah, makes sense.
This was great though. Everybody wakes up in the morning. They're fucking waking Thurgood up like, Thurgood.
Dude, Kenny didn't come home last night. We are worried.
He's got the fucking noodle.
It's like ramen just hanging out of his mouth.
It was real Chinese food. The evidence is all over they don't put it outright.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
look
the
in the
Chinese
background,
boxes.
there's Chinese food everywhere. So instead of ordering Domino's,
They
when Kenny
they
didn't
ordered
show back up,
Chinese,
they
man.
ordered Chinese food. So yeah, that's just like his random lo mein noodle hanging from
Remember
his
when
mouth.
China Cafe delivered? Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, man.
Good times.
If we're gonna give old school callbacks that people on on YouTube here aren't gonna recognize, I'll throw one out for you. Do you remember when we used to have a delivery service in Moorhead? Like they used to go wherever you wanted in town. You probably were way too young, because I think I was just beginning high school. Boys is what they were called, and
No, I
it was
don't
just
know that.
you know how like you get the coupon mint for the college and it had all the
Yeah.
coupons in it. One of the advertisement in it was for his company, Boys, and it was just their phone number. You could call them if you had already placed your order to any restaurant in town. They would go pick it up and bring it to you for a service charge.
Nice. So like
Anywhere,
OG DoorDash.
yeah, anywhere in
Nice.
town. I used to use it for Pasquale's all the time.
No, yeah, because Pasquale's wouldn't fucking deliver. That was
Yeah,
the
well,
biggest
of course
pain in
not.
the ass
Yeah.
about them.
So yeah, dude, trust me. That's an old school callback for you. But yeah, I do remember the short amount of time that they used to deliver because it was Doug.
Yeah.
We gotta stop. You can tell him though, since you usually talk to him about this. You can be like,
Doug,
we mentioned
yeah,
you in the episode.
Yeah,
Doug.
you listen.
So let's get back on track here. They had Chinese food. It's time for the guy on the couch to make his first appearance.
He just throws a wad of paper at him.
What the fuck is this?
Did you just move?
Kenny called.
I love
last
that
night.
it read out in the guy's voice.
Stephen Wright. Do you know he's a famous
Yeah,
comedian
he's a
too.
comedian
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I've seen his
Stephen Wright.
seen his
He's good.
stand up.
He's very funny. There's lots of random comedians
Yeah.
popping up in this.
I had a dog named Spot.
Yes.
Put spot remover on him. Now he's gone.
Love it.
That's
dude.
my favorite
Stephen
one.
Wright's good. The guy on the couch is great though. Kenny called in jail. Didn't
Didn't
say
leave a
anything
number.
else. Yeah.
Signed. The
Guy on the couch.
Doesn't
Love it,
even
dude.
give it. He's the guy.
It's the guy on the couch, man. Fucking love it, man.
They immediately spring into action. I love these guys. My friends wouldn't have
They
reacted
were
this
like,
quick.
shit, what?
We
Fuck.
gotta go get him out of
Well,
jail,
dude,
man.
Again, remember, Kenny has the best job.
Oh, he's probably the one paying rent.
There's a reason they all immediately sprung into action. They need his check. They can't take a chance on him not getting paid.
Yep, that's right. Real world shit.
I love when they get there to meet him, though. The very first thing out of his mouth, I don't feel like I'm getting the respect that a cop killer deserves in here.
Right? They're mistaking my kindness for weakness.
They keep yelling something about fish.
I don't know what's going on. How long do you think you can last, man?
5, 6:30. I fucking love that, dude. Dude, like, I don't care if you were in there for public intoxication. If it was more than a 1-day stay and
Right.
they didn't tell me before I started talking to you that's what was going on, I would have been laughing. Let alone if you had $1 million bail
right.
for fucking cop killing.
They only need to come up with 10%
Yeah.
of it, apparently. Which,
No, that's
according
not-
to, which
That's not
according-
apparently. That's real. Do you not know that?
Oh, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
if you anytime I've had too many friends arrested. I feel like I'm giving away my
been arrested
life.
once.
not me. I know
Oh, yeah.
people. I have never had a bond.
It's
So I
lies.
want to be very clear
Lies.
here. Don't let Bo
20 years in jail. He just got out.
don't let Bo mislead anybody. But I certainly have had friends who have had bonds, and I can promise you the 10% thing is not a made-up thing. That's true, because I had friends who had $100,000 bonds, and their 10% then was only like $10,000.
So 10% of $1 million is
$100,000, which is why they don't tell us the number specifically, but that's why they laugh right after they
I
say
love that.
that
It's like,
to him,
according to our calculations, it's fucking impossible, man.
because they were. I mean,
Yeah, where the fuck are we getting 100
those
grand?
3 dudes. Did you see this apartment? Well, again, they're essentially still living in the Basket Case, New York, right?
Yeah, dude.
Their apartment was
Weekly.
rough, dude. There's dust, like it looked like it was literally like shellacked dust onto the wall,
Yeah.
right? Like it's rough. So yeah, those 3 dudes,
They're like
with-
right next to the subway tracks, so you can see it out the window.
seeing their apartment, I definitely feel them being like $100,000. Yeah, maybe 6.5 years.
Yeah, you might want to harden up there, Ken. I don't know how to help you.
Show me your mean face. Meaner. Dude,
Jim Brewer,
yes.
Jim Brewer dying. I feel like it was like
real.
him. Yes,
that was
had
real.
to have been him just actually breaking character.
He didn't know what Harlan Williams was gonna do, and he watched it. Dude, well, Guillermo did too. They both did. Dude, like Scarface and Brian both lose
Dave
it.
Chappelle kind of has a little.
No, his poker face was good.
Yeah,
he
his
held
was
it together.
good. He held it together, but the other two just fucking crack, man. It was so good. I love it.
This is what they're finally just like.
That
All
was
right,
good.
they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go. We're gonna try to figure out how we can get you out of here. Yes, do that. Get me out of here.
Window love,
my
boy.
I've done this. I've been. I've already said it. I'm not giving anything away now. I've been that
Nobody
guy.
came to visit me when I was in jail.
Well, again, Bo, I wasn't on that side of it. Stop with this, dude. I was them. I wasn't Kenny. I was. Damn it, sir.
I made myself look bad. I just admitted I was in jail.
Yeah, but were you there long enough to even warrant the window treatment? That's what I'm saying.
I was there overnight.
That's not
I
long
was
enough to
super
talk to
pissed
somebody
about
through
it,
a
though.
window. You don't get the window talks unless you're there for like multiple
All
months
of my
stay.
friends should have came to see me.
That's not how it works.
30 minutes after I got there.
They wouldn't have let you
They
talk
should
to
have been
them.
so concerned.
They wouldn't have let you talk to
beating the
them.
door down, trying to get me out.
Never would have happened, sir. But yeah, now
riots in the streets.
Now they get to leave, but Thurgood notices a purse.
It's a nice lady. She left her purse.
He
I
puts
love this.
the
This
hypnot-
is smooth as shit.
No,
I
he is
am
nothing but
sexy.
smooth. He is nothing but smooth with her.
I'm a scholar. People like me.
It's the kind of smooth that I am. It's dorky smooth. You mean like it's not actually smooth, but it's just smooth enough where she's laughing and it gives you your end.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I should have paid more fucking attention to this shit when I was a kid.
because he gets her to laugh with the fucking hypnotist, and as soon as she laughs, he's instantly like, "Can I walk out with you?"
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he gets the end, he takes the end.
Yep.
Right? Every time. I love this though, as he's talking to her. So what are you here for?
Marijuana.
Well, no, not we don't know marijuana, narcotics. Right now, we still think it's just drugs.
Yeah. She's like, I'm visiting my dad.
No, when she first says narcotics, he was like,
For real? Shit.
all right. Because he thought it was her. He's
Yeah.
like, you just got out of jail for narcotics?
Damn.
Me and you going to be good friends. And she's like, no. My dad, he was a drug dealer. That must have been the shit.
I ruined his life.
That must have been shitty. Such a good save.
It was.
I will say, though, for a woman who later lets us know she has made this kind of decision multiple times in her life, because she later insinuates other guys have been Thurgood style guys.
Yeah.
Right? How did she not pick up on that must have been the shitty? How did she not pick up on the Scarface and Brian doing the
Right? Like, come on, man.
Like,
we
they're
gotta
literally-
toke up before we go to work.
Well, and they are saying, like,
Right.
they're dropping the line.
Oh, man, we gotta go burn one, right?
You smoke?
No, my grandma had lung cancer.
All the more reason to toke up.
man.
Right? Like, how did she not know?
Right.
I find it
She's
hard to believe. She's naive as
dumb.
hell. She's either naive as hell or she's one of those people who literally can be like, I want to see what I want to see and do it.
I'm not seeing
Right?
any of this.
I can't believe that. He's such a nice guy.
Her
though.
name's Mary Jane, too. I like that. He just tries to introduce him to the boys. They're like, this is Mary
No,
Jane. They're like,
I
I
love
know
this.
it's what I'm
This-
talking about, man.
No, he said, I want you guys to meet Mary Jane. That's what we're saying.
He's like, no.
Meet Mary. No,
This is Mary
Jane. Meet her. Dude,
Say hello to her. Shake her hand, even.
as people who enjoy a good English language joke, that
That's
was
fun.
good.
Yeah.
That
Smart
was
joke.
That's like a George Carlin level
Yeah, it is.
language breakdown joke. Like, it's so subtle though, right? Like, it's like, pay attention to where the commas are, guys. Pay attention to where the commas are.
Right.
This is Mary Jane, comma, meet her. I want you to
Not,
meet.
I brought random chick I'm not going to introduce you to. Let's go
Let's
meet
go
some
smoke
fucking Mary
weed,
Jane.
right? Yeah, like, I love it, dude. It was so good. Then he's like, don't listen to these boys. We definitely want to ride.
Yep.
Fuck them. I say fuck Thurgood. What if they didn't get home in time?
Right.
I understand he maybe decided he wanted to go to work sober that day. The other boys did not. And they had
Yeah,
already
man.
made their decision how they wanted to get to
Oh
work.
yeah, I didn't even notice that because she does drop him off right at the fucking pharmacy.
Well, no, I
place,
think she
right?
drops them off. I think she drops them off at home.
Mm.
But he maybe, because again, the boys are with him. And so unless they walked home from him being dropped off, which is possible. They're in New York City.
I would. After the bullshit they pull in the car, I'd make them walk the fuck home.
But either way, the point is just like, like he had this decision with his friends. and it could have went a different way. She decides that she will take him home, but he fucked them over, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm getting at.
Little bit.
Because no matter what, they may not have had the time to do what they wanted to do because
I gotta go fucking. Man, you ever worked a grill sober? It's bullshit.
not gonna be a fun time.
No, I mean maybe record
Maybe
store,
he did drop her off at home. I mean at work because he was wearing this.
the custodian
Yeah.
outfit.
But so then did she drop the other? You get what I mean? How
Yeah.
it makes it a little bit weirder if he.
No, he did. He fucked him over. He made them two fucking walk home, and they didn't even get to smoke.
But we get this is one again. This is a movie of favorites, but one of my favorite parts when he's in the car and he's nervous and he's trying to ask her out on the date. And what does he drop? You want to maybe go out for
Ice cream.
ice cream?
Oh.
This motherfucker just said ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the way the two of them lose it over ice cream kills me to this day.
I know.
Instant fucking laughter, man.
Because they're
I
like
love it.
faking being asleep in the background. Like Scarface is even like looking out from under his eye, like, eh.
It was too good, dude.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bunch of fucking assholes.
Hey, she thought it was cute.
And she did, and he leaves her his number with her and shit. He's all smooth right at the end. He'd be thinking about you, all that bullshit.
It's
Bastard.
good.
Being smoother than me.
Again, he's smooth.
He is, and I hate him for it.
Smooth.
He
I'm just
really
saying.
is, and I hate him for it. You
Uh,
heard me, Dave Chappelle. I hate your smoothness.
I love the weird segue into work, though. Like, again, now that we've talked it out, and I realize that she probably did drop him off.
Yeah, because
because
the next scene is him and the scientist.
and so it makes a little bit more sense, but it still feels disjointed.
a little bit.
Jointed. See what I did there?
Isn't that a show?
It is, and it's also
Ah,
about weed.
yeah.
With Kathy Bates.
That's what I thought. They run like a weed store.
Yeah.
It's just a good show.
Yeah, so this was good. He's mopping the floor. The scientist walks up to this is so fucking priceless. The scientist walks up to him. He's like, "Hey, janitor,
What do you need, scientist?
look, since I know it's not your job, but is there any way you could take this form down and pick up a package for me and bring it up here? I just
I'm just all I gotta do is just go run this down, and bring it back to you.
yeah.
All right, cool. I know this ain't your responsibility and everything, but like, mop this shit up for me. I'll be right back. Hands him the fucking mop. The scientist is just like,
I
threw it right back, fucking back at him.
love that, dude.
I feel it because people do this shit to me at work. They'll call me janitor or just kind of like, hey, you. Fucking hate that shit, man. It's like, I get it. I'm the guy pushing a mop, but you can talk to me like a person.
I love the Thurgood walking down the hallway. He just
Because
starts.
we've all done it.
He's rubbing himself. Even he's like, maybe if I push the smell down the
Down
way,
my
I
shirt,
won't.
right?
I'll get
Like-
a better idea. He's like, somebody is either having a really good time or somebody
I
forgot to do their shirt laundry.
We've all fucking done it. You catch that whiff and you smell your shirt. Like, is that fucking me?
Dude, that was so priceless. It was great. And he gets closer and he's just like, no, this has got to be.
Yeah,
It's gonna be right here. He hands a bit of paper, and she's just like, "Thank you very much. Here you go, 1 pound of marijuana for you."
He fucking
He-
nuts his pants signing for this thing.
He enjoys himself. He enjoys himself.
And he's like looking around, like, I can take this, like, for real.
He takes that stuff up to the scientist. It was so funny, dude. He would not let
He
go.
did not want to
He
let
had
it go.
death grip on that fucking pound.
He even
dude.
tried to snatch it back after the scientist got it.
And then I do appreciate this.
Dude, the scientist is
Because
awesome.
he didn't ask. The scientist
Nope.
just said, I see what's going on.
I got you.
I get it. You can have some. Hands him a pretty good chunk.
Dude, handful.
And then he grabs
Have some
more, dude. I
Fucking
love
put it in
this.
his pocket, and he's like, "Hey, man, you should have told me you were smoking this shit. We could have been hanging out forever, man."
Dave Chappelle in this scene is so funny because I feel like he got so into character, right? So where he grabbed the extra that then when he did that, he realized like, I got nowhere to put this. Did you see him? Like he tries to put it in this pocket, and
But
he's
it
got
doesn't
too much,
work.
and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then he's trying to put it into these pockets, but again, they're tight, and he can't do it. And so then he just stands there the rest of the scene, just kind of holding it. It was so funny because you know that wasn't intended. Like he literally he got into character for the beginning, and then he was like, "Oh shit, there's a reason we did this a certain way."
Now I don't have enough.
I don't have
spot.
pocket
Yeah,
space
right?
for it. It's subtle touch, but it was so good because it made it feel even more real. Because that's what you would do. You would have too much and be like, "Oh shit,
He's doing the whole fucking
I don't know where to put this now."
bit here. Like,
You got any papers?
Look, need somebody to be a guinea pig.
My grandpa.
was in the Tuskegee experiments.
You want to hear something wild?
Sure, I love wild shit.
Dave Chappelle's grandpa.
Was actually in the
in the
shit! So that's a
Tuskegee
real
experiments.
statement. Oh yeah, thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you
Thank you so much
for going
Whatever
through that horrible
yeah,
treatment. Syphilis.
we-
They gave him syphilis.
I know.
Okay.
We
You were trying not to go there.
I was like, I read history. I know what happened.
But yeah, it was truly beautiful. He gets home from work. He's now got weed. He saved. He should be the savior of the apartment
Of the
right?
day, right?
He gets in. He tells everybody, "Hey guys,
Got some weed. at
got it
work
from
today."
free
Yeah.
at work from one of them scientists." Dude, they automatically every word in that sentence should have made them be like, "Oh, I gotta try this."
Should have been a huge pop, right? But no, they're just like,
You got some G13? Because that's what we would have said back then.
Yeah, that's what we was.
We would have been like government grown weed. Yeah,
government
You
weed.
know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. But no, instead though, what do we get from them?
I mean, feel like I'm bummed about Kenny.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. We should
literally.
This
could
is the
have
first
played the Jeopardy theme.
This is the first. This is the first of the short-term memory thing, right?
You literally could have played the Jeopardy theme.
Y'all wanna get high?
It's the exact length. You could have just went. Doo, 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 doo,
It was
doo.
perfect, dude. Y'all want to get high?
I'll get Billy Bob Thornton.
No, Scarface. That wouldn't be fair to Kenny. Use Wesley Pipes, man.
I love that fucking shit.
This was a true old school style pipe too.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
when we get a screw together pipe today, it's short, fat, stubby, right?
Mhm.
Like it's usually got like the middle piece is all screw. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it literally, if you had something that didn't have an end, it would screw until it touched the other piece, right?
Yeah.
This was where it's like the same type of bowl that might go on one of those,
But a much
but a nice
longer
long,
stem.
not solid thread
Right.
stem. So it has a definite stop
want
point
one like this.
and a definite end point. It was nice.
The superior metal pipe, right?
Well, and it is
It really, dude, why
because
don't
the
they make
smoke would
those
be
any
cool. Like
fucking
metal
more?
pipes would be hot.
Yeah, they
the smoke
get
is hot,
so fucking hot,
right?
dude.
The smoke would still be cool in this because it would have a long enough
I
chamber.
wonder why they don't make those anymore.
I don't know. Well, it's because
Cheaper, I
it
guess?
costs more to make
Yeah.
that than it does to make the cheap, thin, small.
I'd pay you the extra fucking $5.
I'm sure if
for
you
it.
look, you can
God
find.
damn
I'm
it.
sure if you look, you can find.
No, dude, my next one, I want the Gandalf fucking one. I want the super goddamn long fucking clay pipe. That's my next one. I just got to decide.
This was great though. He busts out this new stuff. Everybody's trying it, and they're just like coughing, dying.
My favorite is Jim Breeze.
No, Brian. Should I even do this?
man?
Definitely.
Yep, dude, you've been there. You've had that shit. Your friends are dying. They're like, no, dude, go for it.
Hold on. I gotta get the guy in on this. It's just too good not to. It's just too good.
It's
This
the
was
most mild reaction.
He
but
takes a hit.
I laugh
He gives
so
one
fucking
little-
hard. Yeah, it's good. And then right back to sleep.
I love it, dude. I love
But
it.
he still floats.
couch lock starts setting in. All of them. I can't even move, man. I know.
I feel like I'm 1,000 pounds. And
then all of a sudden
suddenly
they're
like
floating.
in the air.
They're literally high. They're literally high.
No, it's great because if you pay attention to Dave Chappelle, they've tried really hard to like kind of like chroma key out the fucking string, and it's
not working.
It's like a weird swirling effect on his.
No, he looks like it's like trippy magic.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else just looks like they did a good job.
Yeah.
Looks like they're floating.
His looks
I agree.
weird.
I always think that. He looks like they're doing when someone comes back from a dream sequence and it's got the waviness to it.
Yeah.
Right? That's exactly what he looks like.
I guess it wouldn't blend with his
something. The jumper
suit that he was wearing.
That he's in for 80% of the movie.
Right?
He's
There's
almost
only a couple
always
scenes.
in this fucking jumper, dude. Yeah, this was so much fun. Then all of a sudden, the mass hallucination. Yes, the mass hallucination out the window.
New York.
We should go visit Kenny, see what he's up to.
You're not a fish. You're a man.
Homo erectus. You stand on 2 feet. Did I just say homo?
I didn't mean that. Thurgood. You Thurgood. Man, we have got to get this guy out of here. Fuck, I'm fucking quoting the movie again. Sorry.
I told you we gotta stop.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, dude. I absolutely.
And then it fades back into them. They're still just around the table.
We gotta figure out how we can get him out.
Scarface, I got it. We sell weed, yo.
We can't do that.
You gotta know people. You gotta have a connection.
He's right, dude. You can't just.
I know. I've dabbled.
Yeah, you can't just
statute of limitations.
Yeah, you can't just
that,
do
right?
that. You can't just. Dude's got a point.
Yeah.
This was so funny though. He's like, I do know a guy.
You man.
I can't do that. I have to get forms.
But they're scientists. I mean, they must just leave forms laying around, man.
You know, they're scientists.
Like they're like just disorganized.
No, dude, the way Thurgood cuts him off immediately when he says that. What the fuck are you even talking about?
We are not doing that. We
It's
are
true.
3 reasonably bright young men.
We can
just
put our
got
heads
to
together.
think about
We
it.
got this.
They've
Now
changed clothes.
Now
It's
is when
been like
Jeopardy. Now is when the Jeopardy song should have been playing because that would have been key funny right there. Them just trying to be like,
right. And it's clearly been like a day or so because they're in different clothes and shit.
This
They're
was
in
so
a
good.
different spot. They're like on the
Scarface.
roof.
I got it.
We sell that
weed
weed
that
that
you
shit
can
we
get.
smoked the other night, man. You said that already.
Yeah, but it's the best option we got. I mean, I guess I can't really argue anymore.
All right, but I just want one thing to be clear here. We're not drug dealers. We're fundraisers.
We're only trying to get the money to get
Tried
Kenny
that line
out.
on my mom once. It did not work.
I'm sure. Wrong audience, sir. Wrong audience. Yeah, this was 100% like we're already seeing that the marijuana affects the memory, despite the fact that
right.
it's not the scene for it, right? It was so good.
I like that Scarface's plan actually wasn't bad though. You know, you go, you get some of those forms, forge the signature, hand it off to the lady, walk the fuck out.
Don't forget, first thing before we even see that part, they gotta go buy them bikes.
Yeah, they pulled all the rest of their money and they go buy the bike. I like fucking that one
Because they
bike.
gotta deliver.
It's
Lowrider. It's the
like,
lowrider
yeah, it's
with
got
the
like
big
the
bike
big handlebars
Yes,
and shit. Oh man, it's cool as fuck. I like that.
That's
bike.
the bike I'd have been on.
Yep.
Bike to
I'd
distribute.
have fought somebody for that bike.
But yeah, I love. You're right though. It was easy. They get the forms.
And it shows him go and do it while they're describing it. Thank you. Big like 2 pounds of weed, just walks out the door with it.
Bikes for distribution, but then how are they going to make sure people get the word out?
You put a little sample joint on a business card with your number.
That's so wild,
dude. No, you would get caught so fast.
It's genius, but wild.
Maybe it's because it's New York. There's so many people.
I guess.
Maybe you could get away with that.
It's even crazier once we see them distribute.
Yeah, because they
right?
just start going around handing these things out. They go to like the nightclub. The fucking bouncer, they hand him like 3 or 4.
Well, before they actually go out to distribute, though, remember they have to stop to see Kenny
Yep.
because they want to make sure they get his blessing. I do appreciate that because
Yeah,
it's to get him
because
out of jail,
they're
so they
even-
want to make sure that it's something he's
they're
okay
concerned. They're like, you might not like this.
with. Now, in all fairness, I agree with him. Pre-jail, Kenny probably would have said no.
No, we're not.
So it
selling
makes
weed.
sense that they go
like
get
if they
his-
just needed to pay rent,
right? Like, so it makes sense that they went to ask. This was so true to life, though, right? Like, he's rotting away in jail.
because this
666 nasty jungle of love.
because it's right after the cocktail fruit
Yes.
scene with Nasty Nate.
Yes. So
But
again,
give me that fruit cocktail.
so
I'm gonna take it.
He knows he needs to get out.
Tommy Chong, fucking
Squirrel Master.
Squirrel Master names him his bitch. I'm somebody's bitch. So he's all for it. He's like, no, fine, go sell it. They tried to do the window love. He goes, no more window love. Go.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That's my favorite part. He hears them. They're like, "Look, we got an idea. But I don't know if you're gonna like it."
It's like, they're like concerned, serious, man. And he's just like, no, fuck you, go. Why
No,
do you even
he
bother
says-
to tell me?
They're like, "We're gonna sell weed," and he goes, "Good,
Yeah,
sell it.
good, great,
Why are you talking to me?
go.
Sell it now." I love it, dude. So perfect.
They're not quiet about it either. You think that guard would have something to say? He's not paid enough to give a shit,
Now is when we see them hustle the fucking city.
right?
Y'all don't know about Mary Jane.
Yeah, this is where the
Y'all
song
gotta
is.
get down with Mary Jane. Yeah, dude, it was good.
She's my love thing.
Yeah.
They go to the club. They just hand them out.
No, dude, they go everywhere. They're walking down the street, handing it to dads and shit. Dude, this was so
You see,
good.
they handed it to like this little like old lady. And she's just like,
Okay.
Hell
The
yeah.
club though is the best one because when they get to the club, they hand out. They come back. They're in there
Empty.
5 minutes. Each one of
Little
them.
bags
I
are
gave out all
gone.
of them.
now we just gotta hope they smoke it. Turn around, everybody's flying.
Floating. Oh yeah, I guess
This is the best weed ever.
Guess it definitely did its job.
All right, now you've distributed, you put the word out. Now you just gotta wait for the phone to ring.
First phone call. Oh wait, no, it's not.
It's actually
It's just Mary Jane.
It's just Mary Jane looking.
It's
for,
not someone looking for
For-
Mary Jane.
Yes.
It's Mary Jane looking for someone.
Yeah.
Ah,
She's looking for Thurgood.
I do
I love how
appreciate
he
how
answers,
funny that is.
Answers the phone.
Mr. Nice Guy.
How can we help you?
I think I'm looking for somebody else. I dropped off
No, that's me.
Thurgood?
You gotta be more clear. I get dropped off from prison so many times.
That was a joke.
Oh, cool. You know,
My girlfriends are all going to be a lot more calm.
that wasn't a funny joke either, bitch.
Yeah, it was back and forth. I was
Right.
like, both of you are making uncomfortable jokes. Let's
So
both
wonder
just
this
stop.
date even happened,
Like,
right?
Why don't we both just call it
He
now?
was way smoother before. What happened?
He gets back there.
Uh,
He is smooth
he
on
does
this
get
date.
it back.
For a dude who has no money, he pulls this out his ass.
He has $8, and we have a little counter on the side of the screen.
No,
man.
I love before it even starts, he gets off the phone. I got a date with Mary Jane. Y'all got some money?
Yeah,
They're both just like,
He's humping the
it's so
table.
funny. They're literally both like, Brian is just like,
No,
this is the biggest
man.
smile on
Yeah,
his face. Like, I'm
no,
happy for
man.
you. But no.
I can't help you at all.
Money? What's money?
I've not seen money in a long time, man.
No, the date though is it like we said, it's
Genius,
impressive.
dude. I wrote masterclass.
He's
of
walking
cheap
down the
date.
street. He said, "Hey, look, I've not done this in forever. Why don't we take a walk
it's a
around the
nice,
city?
lovely
You know, we
day."
live here. We take for granted the places we see all the time."
3 hours, 14 miles later, he had spent a cent.
And she was happy, dude.
Yeah,
Did you
having
see-
a good
she-
time.
because dude, he was on it. And then she goes, "I'm pretty hungry. Why don't we get some food from Happy Palace?"
How about a hot dog? Yeah, fuck,
This bitch's accent on hot dog.
hot dog.
No other word that came out of her mouth for
That
the
J-
entire
that-
fucking movie.
That Jersey Baltimore accent came
But
out.
only
you
for the
know?
word hot dog, dude. Hot dog.
What dog?
It's HAWTDAWG. That's how she says hot dog. No? Why?
I mean, that hot dog did look good. Did you see it when
It
he
did.
handed it to you? I
Why?
was like, that's pretty good. Don't say it that way.
Don't
but
skate past this, dude.
I
It
want
bothers me every time I watch this movie. I'm like, what is going on with her right
It's
now?
probably like the grossest hot dog in the world, but I want to fucking.
I've had a New York City.
Really? Is it good?
Yeah, it's okay. It's good.
Fuck yeah, dude. I want to try one because they make them look so good in movies.
Yeah, you got to go to the right cart.
I'm sure.
But yeah, they're good.
If you see one that has a line,
Yeah,
it's probably
definitely
a good cart.
Well, you want to go to the tourist spots because the dude who's got a good cart has
The
spent
guy
a long
outside-
time waiting to get that
the
spot.
guy outside Rockefeller Center.
Because that guy, that's how he gets to the spot like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get it.
Yeah, I want one day. But this dude keeps being like, "Oh, do you want the sauerkraut's 50 cents extra? You want something to drink with that?" And he's just greedy.
Dude, he's eyeballing that
Fucking
motherfucker.
greedy
Just
bastard.
stop it now. Stop it. Because, of course, she takes everything.
Yeah.
Everything that's mentioned.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. I'll take a
She
Pepsi.
gets the food.
Shit.
She gets that hot dog. I love a hot dog. However the fuck she says it. She starts eating this thing and she's like, what about that? When you talked about this the other day, you mentioned to me something about ice cream.
I know a good spot. All right,
It's on the other side of
cool,
town.
Let's go. Let's hoof it. Can we take a cab? Son of a bitch. He gets there and then he's got like 15 cents left or some
It's
shit.
a quarter. He has a quarter left
Yeah.
when he gets out of the cab at the ice cream spot. And we all know there ain't no way in hell.
No, fuck no. I'm still surprised at what he was
Homeless
able to
man.
get.
Homeless man begging for change. What's he do?
Snatches
Don't
it.
mind if I do. Now I want to say
He goes up to,
ends
like-
up. It's still under $4, and I'm going to tell you right now, there is no way in 1998 in New York City
Right.
he bought that mountain
Mountain
of fucking ice cream.
That's what
for
I was
under
gonna say.
$4.
I was like, "There's no fucking way you get a banana
That hot
split
dog
for
costs
that much."
$4.
Dairy Queen wouldn't give you a fucking banana split for fucking less than $5 in the 90s.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I had major issues. I was like, the money don't money.
No,
that don't,
it doesn't.
That the math ain't mathin' here, guys. That ain't working out. I don't believe you.
Not for a fucking second, man. But this is where we have the conversation of her hating weed.
Well, we get to find out a little bit more about her dad, right?
He's selling weed 4 years just for weed. Damn,
Dude, the food that almost flies out his mouth when he says that. 4 years for weed. Ice cream is like run. He had to.
Yeah.
He literally had to pick up a napkin to clean his face. Like, oh shit. And she's like, not just for weed. Weed's a gateway drug. Yeah.
mostly for junk food,
That's
which
the
we
joke
all,
that's the-
all know is true.
And that's the joke we all have heard.
Yeah,
our
it
whole
is.
lives.
It's like,
That's such a
man,
good one, dude.
it's a choice to do other drugs. Weed didn't have shit to do with
She
it.
is not happy with any of this conversation, though. She keeps getting mad. And then what does she do to him? Throws his hand in the waste the last of the ice
makes
cream.
him swear on the banana split.
Look, no,
that he
swearing
doesn't
on it would have been fine. She literally smashes it.
smack.
It is no longer edible ice cream. She fucking destroys this thing.
Maybe she wants to lick it off of him, depending on his
Well,
answer.
because he does get some booty.
I got some booty. I got some booty.
You know,
And
it was really good too.
I love this.
I
'cause
love
it's
the
not-
way that
it's just
said,
still frames. Of,
"I got some booty."
right.
I got some booty. You know what? It was really good too. I love, dude. It was so good.
She was a giver, caring nurturer.
The still frames were great because did you notice at least one? Because again, like they're not still frames that either one of them could have taken, right?
yeah.
If you pay attention to the middle of the picture frames, there's one where she's looking at the camera confused, like who's taking pictures? And I was like, it's so fourth wall
Who's
joke.
there?
It's such a beautiful fourth wall
That's a good
joke.
point. I never fucking thought of it.
Yeah, dude, it's
Brian.
funny. That's some,
Brian.
dude. That's some funny fucking shit. I love
Scarface wouldn't have been able to be quiet about it.
Yeah, it was good. This though is when our movie starts to pick up a little bit of space and speed, right? Because he's hooked, he's now hooked on Mary Jane. He loves Mary Jane, but now Mr. Nice Guy starts to blow up.
Phone's
right?
ringing off the hook. This is where we get
Our first montage.
yes of different stoners.
Different stoners and special guests. I love
Yes.
that it's both at the same time, right?
They're cameos of different people.
So let's start with the start.
Yep.
John Stewart.
John Stewart,
Early John Stewart.
the enhancement smoker.
This is pre The Daily Show, John Stewart. This is so early, John
yes.
Stewart.
Oh my
and
God.
one of my I remember when he took over The Daily Show, and this being the thing that stood out in my head because I loved this character so much. The enhancement smoker. Everything's better on weed.
You ever seen Sin of a Woman?
You ever seen a woman on weed? It's the way he says it too, right?
Yeah,
The
he's-
long pause.
And it's the way it's shot too, because he's off frame and then pops in on weed.
He goes, that's gonna be $60. I got you. You ever seen the back of a $20 bill?
Yeah, man. I don't know.
You ever seen the back of a $20 bill? On weed?
There's some weird shit going on, man. There's a guy in the bushes. Does he have a gun? I don't know.
Red team go! Red team go!
Man, you're fucking crazy.
I love the enhancement smoker. Good smoker. Next smoker, who we got? You can tell us this one.
It's a scavenger smoker.
Played by
Motherfucking Snoop Dogg. They're just sitting on the stoop.
I've heard
Hitting it.
stories that this is actually how he was too. Like the smoke all of your shit.
Yeah,
without-
just sit there fucking like, man, hang on, I ain't hit it yet. You can pat. No, hold on.
Yeah, we sell that. I don't know if you know that.
That's too bad. I just quit smoking yesterday. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get up out of here. Y'all be good. All right.
Yeah, I'm
See
sure.
y'all. Just like a little tiny little
Yeah.
roach and shit. Damn, man.
Then the
And-
next one, you should have
The you
been
should
there,
have been
smoker.
there,
Willie,
smoker.
goddamn
Fuck
fucking Nelson.
Yes, I
right?
love it.
This okay. I told you
This
I'd
is
save
the
this.
best kind
and
of
I
stoner.
told you I'd save this one.
Yes.
For you. This was Strider because you know who I'm
I
talking
love
about.
Strider. Strider was great.
This was Strider. Strider was the you
should
should
have been there, smoker.
because he was the one. Like my dad was an older smoker, but he was very rarely trying to be like, other than saying that before the war on drugs, it was all better. My dad never really called out like
Yeah.
old school smoking stuff. Strider was the one that would be like, oh, let me tell you about. Do you know what a lid is? Let me educate you
Isn't he
on
the one
that
who like
terminology.
mailed back a shit ton of weed
Yes.
from Vietnam?
hash in a candle in
Nice.
made it look like he filled wax in a tube.
It made him into
I need to
candles.
stop. If he hears this, he's gonna kill me. I mean,
dude, it was like forever
doesn't
ago.
matter. You don't know
Nobody's
that
gonna
guy.
give
He's
a
not
shit.
the type. He's not the type.
Nobody's
to care.
gonna give a shit,
He-
Strider.
He's not the type to care.
We love you, man.
But yeah, again, I loved it. Willie, we definitely all know that guy.
Yeah,
I remember back when a dime bag
Cost
used
a
to cost a
dime.
dime. You know how much condoms cost?
how much?
I don't know. Never used them. Love it, dude. Love it. Willie Nelson had too much fun for his 30-second cameo.
I feel like him and Dave Chappelle were actually just smoking weed during that scene. That was some real shit.
We close out our first montage with the two people who are not well-known actors. Our after-school special smoker.
Oh yeah, me when I was in high school, legit. There's the exact same thing. Metal T-shirt, like black shit on the walls, and they're toking my fucking weed.
And then his dad. I'm 40 and I'm so cool, smoker.
Also my dad, but not trying to relate to me much.
See, to me, this was like the alternate universe. Me and
Was
my
you
dad.
and your dad?
Like the me was pretty close. Like I was definitely a kid in his room smoking weed. My dad was definitely a dad downstairs smoking weed. But my dad was not the. He wasn't trying to be. My dad was just cool. He was a cool dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to be. He wasn't wearing a polo.
My dad kept it
and trying to look cool.
separate for fucking until I was like 20, 21.
Yeah, my dad
before
was
me and my dad smoked together.
My dad was just a cool dude, and so like I always felt like I almost understand their life. I don't, but I almost do.
Yeah, what could have been, right?
But
It's
yeah,
more me and my dad. Like dad's off doing his thing. Neither one of us kind of know the other one's doing it.
this is officially though they're getting so good that they have to do something different because they can't keep working their jobs.
Yep, they gotta
right?
quit their jobs.
Only one person can keep working.
Thurgood, because
that's
he
where
has
the
to,
weed
because
comes
that's where the
from.
plug
Yeah, yeah.
is.
Everybody else, they're quitting. It's full-time drug dealing.
Fucking Scarface.
Best
Yes,
best quitting of any movie ever.
we all want to quit this way. Can I do it?
Yes.
Can I do it? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you. I'm out. Potato.
The potato is my favorite part.
The look on the guy's face when he gets hit with the potato is my favorite part. He just The fuck did I do?
I'm telling you right now, you will find no better quitting in a movie.
I
ever
encourage
than that
everyone, if you're gonna quit,
certainly if you're
do
going to quit
it
fast food,
especially fast food. If you're gonna quit, do it this way.
leave on a high.
Yes, everybody
People will talk about you for years. That literally,
especially if you actually hit a customer with a burger or something.
Will be nobody in the restaurant that was there when you did it, but they will still be talking about it because it will be passed.
It'll be a legend. The day Willie threw the burger in the dude's face.
I'm telling you, do it.
And told everybody, "Fuck you."
It'll be great. You gotta. Bo's right. It's worth it.
Do it, and then comment to us how you did it. Tell us the full story.
Then we get Brian and his quitting. We don't need to say
tried.
as much.
He was gonna quit.
Well,
but they fired him before he could.
And we don't really need to say as much about this scene because this scene is it's
Jerry
Jerry Maguire. It's word for word,
literally
Jerry Maguire.
The whole thing.
It's good. And I'm not trying to downplay it. Jim Brewer did great.
Stoner
Jerry Maguire was perfect. I loved it.
Coming with
the only thing we really even need to deal with is the end, right?
Yeah.
Like he has to say the "Who's coming with me" way more times than Jerry did.
Because nobody's coming with him until
Jan finally says,
I will, I guess.
Very unsure.
Jan. Thank
you,
Jan.
I love you, Jan. Yeah, let's go. And he stops and this was my favorite
part.
part.
Be my
he whispers to her. He whispers like he didn't want nobody to hear him. You want to be my girlfriend?
Oh.
I would. But I like girls.
I'm gay. Yeah.
I'm just a huge dyke.
Oh, what's that like?
I fucking
the
love
best
it.
part where it's just like, I'm genuinely curious now. Like, what is that like?
Oh my god, dude. I fucking love
was
it.
His heart wasn't broken or nothing. He was just like, oh, that's
he was
cool.
curious.
What's
like
that
you would
like?
expect a guy like Brian to be, right?
Right? Just chill. Goes with
now,
everything.
the only thing that Thurgood had to say about the whole ordeal, because they had to give her a job. I mean, she was dumb enough to leave with Brian, right?
She just kind of
they felt
him
bad
there.
for her. But she was
worked,
good.
Yeah, she was more organized, and she worked for weed, so it worked out great for her.
Because they didn't
she
have
just sits
cash.
back there and answers the phones.
From this point on, the funny thing is she doesn't get any more lines. She
She's
is
just
still
there.
on camera. She also seems like she does have a sexual relationship with Brian from this point
bit.
on.
Was
They are
there, like-
always hanging on each other, right? His arms usually
Yeah,
around
like,
her.
is there scenes missing?
His legs are like draped over hers, and like they just. I feel like they made the first joke, and then there was another one that happened, right? The dyke joke, and then we missed one.
There had to have been. There's
But-
a deleted scene.
Because it feels like they were trying to insinuate that they definitely did
Yeah,
end up
especially
getting it
later
on.
after-
Oh, yeah, I get it. I know.
During the sad bit.
Yes, I know. This is great, though. This is when they start to realize they are hitting it big, right?
Yep.
All the business doesn't make them feel like they're hitting it big. What makes them feel like they're hitting it big?
Sir Smokes a Lot makes a music video.
Well, no, it's not even him. It's not the music video yet. First, we just get to see him go.
Oh, yeah,
Thurgood
he goes
go
to
out
see
there.
Sir
Yeah,
Smokes
yeah,
a Lot. The Barbara Walters interview.
Yes, this was so good. But they know they're making it big because they have celebrity customers now, right? Like you know.
Fucking, he just opens up to him when they sit there smoking. He's like, "Man, my lawyer had sex with my mom.
Say you smoke with me for a minute.
Doctor says I need a backiotomy."
That is another one of my favorite lines.
My favorite is, "I'm impotent, man. Get away from me, bitch." No wonder he smokes a pound a week.
Green Eyes gonna miss you.
Right? Just ends all fucking nice. You come on back and see me now. Mwah. I call you about weed, man. About weed. None of the rest of this weird shit that just happened.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I got more booty. I got more booty.
I don't mean to rub it in,
I
man.
love that one because that one was out of nowhere.
Out of
no
nowhere.
extra date. There was
Nothing.
nothing with her. He was just
I
like,
got more booty.
by the way, I felt like I should tell you guys.
Just to make you jealous, because look what I got to do.
She's all the Mary Jane I need.
Aww.
So sweet, right?
Sorry,
So
I'm all right. I'm good. Sorry. Emotions make me sick.
This is the part where they got to be like, in case you guys forgot, one of our boys is
Yeah.
in jail. You need to remember what's going on with him.
All by myself. Oh, fuck, no. The
Slow
soap.
motion.
The soap. No.
Boom.
The moron goes and picks it up too. I'd have left it. I'm like, well, I don't have
No,
soap.
everybody is like the way they're clutching their soap, like they're clutching their pearls.
Right, like, oh God. He goes to bend it over. Nasty Nate comes up behind him.
Right behind him.
Rah, dude, about to mount up.
Behind him, dude.
Squirrel Master thankfully jumps in. I thought, I told you.
God bless Squirrel Master, dude.
But they go to fight. Wash off your hands. Ah.
Nasty Nate just giving that look.
Yeah.
He's giving that look. He doesn't say it, but you know he's just like, he ain't always gonna be there to save your ass. Right? Like, you know that's what it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was too good.
Oh, it's
Now
too bad. Kenny's sweet virgin ass was on the line.
We need to save him. This is where that conversation comes from,
Right.
because everybody's spending money, goddammit.
Yeah, Thurgood comes home and there's a dog biting the guy on the couch.
Who the fuck got a dog?
Oh, yeah, I bought a dog, man.
And a doghouse. I love that he said, and a doghouse.
$250 for both of them, man.
No, he said $250, and he goes, for a dog and a doghouse,
man.
Like, the way he said it, like, you're not listening.
Right? Like, pay attention to what I'm saying to you. Brian's like, and I bought a bag of Jerry Garcia's ashes, man. Who the fuck told you that?
Barry Garcia.
What is that, Jerry Garcia's brother?
No. Andy Garcia's brother, man. And now I have to stop my little in character. We gotta stop quoting, dude. We're getting too bad about this. I have to stop.
The movie is a quote.
I have to stop because I have to point out that
why this is so funny.
That one is wild, and because I've known this since I was a teenager, which was pre-IMDb and the easy sources. I don't even know where I learned this fact from, but it is one that has stuck with me. That technically, the writers either came up with the most genius joke ever right here, or it's the happiest coincidence ever, because Andy Garcia, the actor, does indeed have a brother, a parasitic, conjoined twin brother who died in childbirth that was on his shoulder, and he had him cut off.
No, it didn't.
And coming from the movie that we came from recently,
nope, that's not what happened.
I just want to tell you,
Basket Case.
it's Belial.
It's
Belial is the person who sold him
Jerry
Garcia.
Garcia's ashes.
It's not Barry Garcia. It was Belial.
It was
Garcia.
Belial Garcia. That's their last name. I don't think we ever got their last name in the movie, right?
Belial did it. I'm
Damn
telling
right.
you.
Go watch our Basket Case episode.
But yeah, it is one of those things where it's so funny because
I like
it
to
is
think
real.
somebody on like
I hope
Dave
so.
Chappelle is a huge fan of Basket Case, right? He wrote that on purpose.
I don't even that. I just
or the
want,
other guy.
I just want someone to know that. Yeah, I want that somebody knew that when they made the joke. I want somebody
Right.
to know that he did have that brother, and that adds to the Andy Garcia's
Right.
brother. So good, dude.
But we can't be spending money like this, man.
You guys are fucking up. We're supposed to be fundraisers.
We're not drug dealers. Man, but you bought Mary Jane a pearl necklace last week.
I think you missed the entire point of that conversation. This joke, I want to say, was so intelligent because of Dave Chappelle's delivery, right? The way he delivered it, you can't tell if he is trying to say, I was telling you sexual pearl necklace,
Yeah.
or if he was saying, no, but
Nope.
you missed the sentiment in the story I
Yeah.
was telling you, right? You can't, because he almost sounds like he could have been saying, dude, I was telling you about a sweet thing that I did.
Yeah.
But we
Or-
also know that he could have been saying, that's not the type of pearl necklace I
Melted
gave
a
her.
couple of pearls on her
Right?
chest.
The way he delivered it is what made that line so
Clearly, you
perfect.
misunderstood my meaning there.
That was
It's-
so good.
Now we got to be responsible. It's focused. I'm sorry for yelling.
Now, what are we going to do about this fucking dog, dude? Because it's out of
It
its
is
gourd.
mean.
I love that, dude. They just drop everything else to be like, we got to stop because the whole scene.
Well, it's gonna
the
rip-
whole, well, in the whole
it's gonna
scene,
rip
you
the
hear it.
guy's leg off. It's the whole time.
And in true stoner fashion, what do you do when you have an out of control animal?
Get it stoned.
It's
Blow
where
that
the-
smoke right in its face.
At the very least, it's worth a shot, right?
9 times out of 10, it works.
Listen, I absolutely love the next lines out of Thurgood's mouth. Yeah, Your balls are tingling, aren't they? You're one of us now.
You're one of us now. And it
Your
goes
balls are tingling, aren't they?
goes to just face into the dog food bag.
Yo, what'd you guys do to kill her? Kill her,
Dude,
kill!
Yo,
Kill her, kill! You guys broke my dog.
Nah, he's just one of us now. It's fine.
Dog jumps out the window,
This
flying,
weed's fantastic.
pulling his best Crypto the Super Dog out the
Right,
window.
dude, it's the Superman fucking theme
Yes,
too,
dude,
isn't it?
Yes. And again, stole from the 50s TV show.
Yep.
Probably because it was in the public domain.
Probably. It's Christopher
Uh,
Reeve's dad, wasn't it?
No. It was a Reeve. It's George Reeve.
George Reeve.
Not Reeves. This is where everybody gets that confused. It's a Reeve, not Reeves.
Fucking cast
Different guy.
names.
Different, not the same family. But yeah, dude, it was very fun. Now we get another montage. Even more smokers.
Even more
Right?
smokers.
Their business is growing and growing, and now they're dealing with more. First, we got the "I'm only creative if I smoke" smoker, Janine
Garofalo.
goddamn Garofalo. This bitch was scary.
I have killed. I have seen killing. I must seek God. She's like,
And I am God.
I would seek therapy. That's just me though. That's what I would say.
Scares the shit out of
No,
me.
that was some
I
weird
was
shit.
worried for the puppy's life that she's
that little-
holding.
I'm waiting for it to just kind of like
Right?
snap its little
She-
neck.
She was creepy. Next
Thurgood's just like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
one,
The MacGyver smoker.
fucking
My
Stephen
favorite
Baldwin.
one because we've all done this.
Stephen motherfucking Baldwin, dude. Literally, essentially being, was it Stubbs or is that Pauly Shore? He's being the guy from Biodome.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a tweak on that character, but it's that character.
It's
right?
that character if he could fix cars.
Right? Like, I love this. I don't even remember the first three things.
No, but the last
We all
one.
remember the next one.
Me, an ice pick, an avocado, and my snorkel.
I've made a bong with less, man.
Trust me.
Love it.
And
I
we've
could do
all,
it.
We've
I
all
can
done
picture
this
it.
shit.
I would probably need some duct tape.
Yeah.
How else is the snorkel staying? Like, I understand his vision, but unless you're just like trying to deadlock grip your own hand to keep it in place, you're gonna need that tape, sir.
Yeah.
Right?
So he needs he'll realize it when he takes the first hit. He'll be like, "Fuck, I need tape."
Or he's again, I guess he's a mechanic. Maybe he does just plan on
he's
death
just got
claw
that
gripping it
He's got that grip
the whole time. Yeah, maybe we're just
like
not
our
looking at it.
dads, that
Yeah.
electrician grip.
Maybe we're just looking at it the wrong way, right?
It's because we're weak. We're weak and puny.
And then he says, or you got smokers like this one. And we just go back to Sir Smoke a lot again. Crying, whining, being Sir Smoke a lot.
But then you got your average everyday pothead, shit. And it's like, I don't know.
He breaks down. No, he says, I love this. He's like, you know the type. And he gives this little rundown of he makes it sound like greasy.
Yeah.
Run,
and the dreaded low sperm count.
right? But I don't know anybody who's a pothead personally.
Cuts over to them, just a ting.
It's literally it's the three that aren't in jail, Jan plus Killer.
Plus
And
Killer.
it's literally down the list, pothead.
As soon as he gets
Pothead.
that,
Pothead.
shit.
Pothead. I love it, dude. It was so fucking good.
We ain't no goddamn potheads.
I love it. And then who's the last one though?
The dreaded avid non-smoker.
The one who gets the number from her girlfriends because she knows it's you already. The way he gives you every bit of that, but if you're not paying attention, you don't realize that he's giving you every bit of it. He is literally saying that this is what happened, right? He's saying this bitch knew, probably because she finally realized, hey, he answered that way this one time.
The Mr.
My
Nice
friend's
Guy
been
thing.
saying something about that. Let me see the phone number on that card. Because these motherfuckers were so dumb they never got a separate phone line. They're still just operating off the house
Well, they
line,
barely had the money to buy the bikes, man.
I guess. And this is a little bit earlier than burner phone.
phones, yeah.
So maybe, okay. But yeah, this was so funny. She knew it. She sussed him out. She called him out.
I
got
love
him to
how
the
he,
place.
when she answers the
He
door,
was
he's
so
like,
excited.
"You smoke weed? At last, we can share everything."
He might have been able to save himself again if he wouldn't have opened
Open
with
the
that.
door like that.
If he would have opened with any other line,
Yeah.
he might have saved it.
Is he
he
still
opens
tried?
with the "You and me are so much alike."
She shows him the card. If he hadn't have done that first bit when he got the card, he might have been able to pull off this where he's like, it's some kind of business card.
Oh man, I'm telling you right now. It was he was this close.
Yeah.
This close. This
So
is
close.
also though, this is when she tells us she fell for another one of those.
I can't
Another
believe
one.
I fell for this again.
She should have been listening to her friends. She should have
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you should have. Or your own gut. Or
Yeah.
or I don't know. Or just
Maybe
deal
the
with the fact that maybe that's the kind of guy you like and find one that is a decent guy.
Like Thurgood.
Thank you. I'm
It's
glad we're on the
okay.
same page
There's
here.
a such thing as a good stoner. We're out there.
He's ready to go home. He's fucked up, and he said, well, fuck it. If I fucked up, I still at least need to get Kenny. I will
Yep.
give him props. How many other movies would they have been like, we're going to drop saving Kenny and now
it's gonna
try
be
to
just
save
getting
this
the-
relationship?
yeah.
No, this movie said, no, that's not how this fucking works.
No, we're still
Kenny
trying
needs to
to
get out
save
of jail,
Kenny.
right? I appreciate the fuck out of that.
I do too.
I also love that when he gets home, Knight Rider is on TV.
I did too.
I heard that theme song before I saw the TV and was like, Knight Rider? This is also one of those Jan's on the couch looking way too chummy with Brian.
Yeah,
moments.
dude, she's like up on him, dude.
And I
her
was like,
legs
I
are
thought
over
she,
his
yes, I was like, I
legs and
thought she
shit.
was a dyke. What is happening here? What comes on the TV?
The Sir Smoke a Lot video.
How does this happen? They were watching Knight Rider. Nobody changed the channel because they don't even have a TV with a remote. What the fuck just happened?
He is such a big rapper that it is a national goddamn
supersedes
thing. Yeah,
fucking
it cuts in like an emergency tornado.
syndicated television.
Yeah. Now, from a word from Sir Smokes a Lot
With his new single.
That card when life gets hard with a smiley face. Called him over to my place. It's a nice guy.
They knew they fucked up.
flipped the fuck out too, man. They're
They're
like
so happy, but at the
"Yeah."
same time, they have a little bit of a. Maybe that's not the best.
Oh no, Samson's aware of them now.
No, this is great because he's watching at the same time. Samson and his gaggle of ninja bitches, right? Like, I mean, Jesus, it's so funny to see his room full of women, right? Every time.
Right? It's awesome though.
I absolutely love it.
It just screams supervillain, right? Like Bond villain. You just got all the hot bitches. They're
So
all
now we know
ninjas.
that our trio is in trouble.
Yep, because he
Things
wants
are not
he
good.
wants Mr. Nice Guy brought to him.
Then
God damn it.
We got to cut to see that things also are not going so well for Kenny.
Squirrel Man gets out in 11 days.
Squirrel Master.
Squirrel Master.
It took him a lot of years to get that title.
It's true.
Don't you take it away from
I'm
him.
sorry. I apologize. Forgive me, Sensei.
Because this is the scene where we even see it. Before this, you barely even get the Squirrel Master. This is when he even
He finally has the squirrel.
he's like pets him.
Fuzzy nuts.
I fucking love it, dude.
He feeds it a little piece of corn.
Yeah. So, but again, at this point, Kenny is like, okay, I need to
But
fucking
he
get out.
immediately calls Thurgood.
Yes, no,
he's just
he's
like, dude,
never-
I am fucked. I got 11 days and I am as good as
You
skewered.
need to get me
You
out.
ever
He's
ran
like,
backward
11
through a
days.
cornfield?
Yes. He's like, you have to. I'm not joking. I'm not playing it. Look. I've been really nice to you guys up until now, but right fucking now,
I have tried to be calm. I have waited
right
patiently.
now, you need to fucking get me the fuck out
of
of here.
here.
Samson gets Scarface traps him. Right.
I love this.
I love how random it was because we see it and then we cut to so much other shit before we circle back
Right.
to it.
It even says it's like, anyway, while that's
Yes,
happening,
exactly, like-
cuts over to Thurgood being like, I miss Mary Jane.
This is when we see that man. That was a man. Right?
Yeah.
That was a man in
That
a
was
dress.
a man.
That was a man in
I
a dress.
wrote Dennis Rodman.
It does
It
almost
looks
look
like
Dennis
Dennis
Rodman.
Rodman because he's like, man, I couldn't stop thinking about Mary Jane. She's the only girl I slept with in like 5 years. And then I thought about the girl I slept with before Mary Jane, and I swear to fuck it is Dennis Rodman in
So
drag.
what does he do? He gets a hold of her. He tells
Wouldn't
Mary
you?
Jane. He tells Mary Jane, look, I fucked up. I fucked up so
I will
bad,
quit,
baby.
I will quit smoke. I can't.
I've heard
quit
that
selling
before. I've heard that before.
Said that before.
No, can we address that he says to her, I'll quit smoking it. I can't quit selling it. And at no point did that faze her.
Nope.
She's
She's
didn't
more
stop.
concerned with him smoking it, right?
She wasn't like, I can't date it. I thought the whole problem was she didn't want to do like her dad, who was a
Right.
weed dealer.
It's just that he smokes it. He can sell it all day. Doesn't
Shouldn't
matter.
it be the other way
It
around?
really should.
God damn it.
I smoke it. At least I don't sell this shit, right? Like, that's the way it should be.
He says, look, bitch, I promise you, I'm telling you the truth.
It's a new Thurgood Jenkins today. She smiles, though, so she seems like
look,
she listened. She's going to give him the benefit.
Well, and he's going to try. He goes to work,
and
he realizes something about himself.
I am an irritable motherfucker.
I think all of us have probably realized about ourselves.
I am a dick.
It keeps me not snapping at everybody.
I will be the first. Y'all like me right now. There's a reason for that. My happiness comes out of a bag. I'm a dick otherwise. I am not a happy fucking guy.
But yeah, so Thurgood knows he's gonna do the right thing. He has to do the right thing, and he's trying to find a better way since he knows he's so irritable. So what does he think he should try?
Rehab.
What is not a good thing for a pothead to be in?
Rehab.
Everybody else hates you.
Yeah, because fuck you, man. You should just be able to stop. And you can. I've done it before.
So, dude,
It's
just
not that
stop.
hard. Yeah, just stop doing it. I love fucking Bob
This is the
Saget.
scene, dude.
Fucking
The
Bob Saget,
resurgence
man.
of Bob Saget. Nobody heard from this man when Full House
This
stopped.
is the very first time I ever heard
This
kind of shit from Bob Saget.
This was the introduction for most people to this type of Bob Saget, to the dirty Bob Saget, because the 90s was pre-internet, so people just didn't have that knowledge at their fingertips. But yeah, this is what let people know, like, hey, he wasn't America's dad.
Yeah, he was a
in real
raunchy
life.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's just like, you're here for some marijuana? I used to suck dick for coke,
You
man.
ever suck dick for marijuana?
Can't say that I have.
Boo this man!
I do that all the time. Boo this man!
This is when we get the I've already referenced once before the Kenny having his mental breakdown at the prison calendar. Why does the prison have a calendar?
I have that in my notes. Why does the prison have an underwear calendar? Because it's Nasty Nate in a man hammock.
Even puts the nasty in
right,
because it's his nickname. Nasty Nate.
No.
Dirty. No.
Jungle
Devil
of
man.
love.
No, look, again, some of these things I have to write down perfectly, and this was one of them. It's no. Devil man. Devil 666 Mark of the Beast. No. Naughty Jungle of Love. Yeah, it was, again, I had already dropped that reference once. I love the funniness to it. It's just really to let you know how depraved Kenny, Kenny sees that his life is running out,
like,
right?
Over. I'm going to be killed on a meat skewer.
This is great. We get back to the house finally. This is how wild we've gone away from. This is our comeback from when Scarface got captured
from Samson.
By Samson, yeah. And so what do we see? Everybody gets home to find Killer. He's been killed.
Killer B.
That is one of my other favorite lines, dude. They killed Killer, B. They killed Killer B. Not a Killer B. They did not kill a Killer B.
No,
they killed
which
Killer
is okay.
B.
Go ahead and kill those.
Oh man,
but you can't kill Killer B.
This was great because Scarface knows. He tells him, he's like, look, oh yeah, I ain't had a chance to tell you guys yet. This had to be Samson.
Samson did this shit.
Him and his bitches, they captured me earlier, and they had nunchucks and size.
They was giving Indian burns.
Yeah, dude, him breaking down the punishment and shit he got from them was so great. And he's like, so it was definitely them. They killed Killer. That's what happened. They came here and they were trying to get extra revenge because they want me to give them Mr. Nice Guy. I'm telling you guys. Brian.
I think it's more complex than that, man.
I'm telling you.
To understand what happened to Killer the dog, you have to understand who Killer the dog was.
The only line in the entire part of that even matters was the first one, which is Killer was born to a 3-legged bitch of a mother.
And he was always ashamed of that,
dude,
man.
The way he says that with such a straight face, because technically there is nothing wrong with that line. It is It is 100. Like, it's not even technically foul to use bitch in that
right.
way, because it is where
Technically
the
what
word
is-
came
yeah,
from.
that's what it means.
Holy shit, dude! The way he said that with like documentary style, like
Right.
confidence, it's too much.
It's the best.
Then he fought Nibbles, his
He
brother.
killed his brother Nibbles because of the fight promoter, and then he started doing a bunch of coke.
And then
crack,
that's when we
man.
got him, and he just couldn't handle
And
it
his
anymore.
heart slowly stop beating.
Everybody just looks at him when he's done. Nah,
You
man.
have smoked entirely too much reefer.
That is definitely
That's
not what happened.
not what
to him.
happened.
Look, guys, we're gonna have a funeral for him. This funeral was crazy, though.
It's just a big potted tree. They just
But-
kind of lift up and throw him
Yeah,
in.
but here's the thing. I had never realized till today while watching it. They bought that. They were in the back alley. That tree was not in the back
That's a
alley.
good- yeah,
they
that's a good
bought that
point.
from
Aw,
Lowe's or some
that
shit.
makes that
Because
more
they're in the middle
special.
of the city, and there's
Aw.
nowhere for them to bury the dog in
My
the
heart.
middle of the city, right?
Real
I
love.
was always like you. I always thought the
I just
exact
thought
same
it was
thing.
just like an old tree in the alley.
Like
but-
yes,
yeah.
but think about it. That wouldn't just be. They bought that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They bought that so they'd have a thing that was where he was buried for them to visit.
We'll cry, man.
Those fucking stoners got
Dude,
me
man,
in the
they're
feels.
right. They got hearts, man.
They got me right in the feels,
And
dude.
fucking Scarface is just like, maybe that bitch, the guy killed my dog. They run up here like, yo, guy, did you kill my dog? Just kind of, no, waves at him and shit. I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do. And just to confirm it,
Yeah.
Samson calls like 2 seconds
this was
later
so
to be
good.
like, did you get my message?
Did you get my message?
It's like, oh, okay, it was Samson.
I absolutely love every part of this phone call, dude. The back and forth. He's like, I need to talk to Mr. Nice Guy.
Calling
Breaking-
in from your sister. Samson and Sheila, Mama Phil, shut up, bitch.
Dude, I fucking love that, dude. I love it. He stops too.
Yeah,
Like,
he just-
like he thought it was
he
gonna
puts
work.
his
Yeah,
hand
he
over-
thought it was gonna work, and then when he got called out, he was like, "Oh damn."
You tell Mr. Nice Guy to get his Jamaican
Jamaican
ass down here by 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Why would Mr. Nice Guy think I'm Jamaican?
Oh, because I told him you were Jamaican.
It's just always how I pictured it in my head.
You just sound Jamaican, right? We're fucked, guys. Where are we gonna get a Jamaican? Yo, I'll be Jamaican, man.
Shut up. What are you? Yeah, the word we're not dropping right
you
now.
have smoked yourself.
Yep.
Enter word that's not appropriate.
Socially
anymore.
acceptable.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks, YouTube.
but yeah, so then we get they meet up with the fake dressing of Thurgood up like
He just
Rasta,
has
he's got the hat.
Rasta hat. You think
I
he-
love that the
he just went and
vibe.
snatched it from one of the guys earlier in the
I
movie.
love that the vibe for the scene is even let's play the Rasta music as
Yeah,
for the
they got
whole
the
thing.
steel
dude.
drums
Yes,
and
dude, I
shit.
fucking love it, man. Like for a split second, I thought that was supposed to be playing in Samson's house. I didn't realize that was soundtrack music.
Yeah,
like
just
I was
for
just
us.
like, what the fuck is going on? Like he was
He's
setting the scene
announcing
for his
him, right?
guests,
Like
his
here
guests.
comes Mr. Nice Guy. Hit the drums.
Dude, it was so good, man.
Samson don't buy it for a fucking
No, he
second.
He starts hearing him talking. He's like,
What part of Jamaica are you from?
Right
by
the
the
beach,
beach, boy.
one of the best lines ever. He's like, look, I'm telling you right now, you definitely ain't Jamaican.
Delilah, get me 814.
What is A14?
It's like goddamn crossbow.
I love it,
love
dude.
the scream that comes out of Dave Chappelle. Oh!
Drop that accent real quick.
I don't want to be the first guy to die from your crossbow.
He said,
I know, but I can't say
well,
it.
you can say first black man. That is not going to get you in trouble.
The guy's not gonna get me in trouble either. It's nice and
Yeah,
generic.
but one of them doesn't. The joke's not as funny.
I know.
The joke was supposed to be
Limits.
that black men have never died by crossbow. Plenty of guys have died by crossbow.
Fair enough. But he immediately drops that accent. And Samson, I am sorry. I have been lying to you. I'm sorry. So Samson breaks it down, right? He's like, all right.
Look. No, Samson was so nice. Like Samson thought he was being nice.
yeah,
good.
this is a hell of
And
a deal.
if these guys were real kingpins, it would have been good.
Because
He
his
said,
estimation
"Look,"
is way
he goes-
off.
He goes, look, I'm going to say you guys make 50, 60,000 a week. They start laughing.
I fucking wish.
What? He goes, and that's perfect. That's fine. Y'all can keep even doing that. I don't care.
I want half.
No, he didn't even say half. Just a flat 20. Flat 20. That's, dude, if you're making 60, then you're coming out real good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. In them weeks that you start to make 40, yeah, that's half.
Yeah.
But again, flat 20. That seems like a fairly good deal, right? To be able to still sell weed?
Yeah.
The problem here is they're not even pulling in 20.
Yeah.
If they were pulling in 20 a week, they already would have had Kenny out of jail.
I think, and when they first got started, I think he says we made nearly 20 grand that first week.
Yeah. Well, and
So,
I promise you, they weren't picking, yeah.
It didn't increase that much.
Not that much.
In the 3 weeks
Not
we've been
more
doing
than
this.
double in 3 weeks.
No way.
Exactly. Well, again, if it more than doubled in 3 weeks, Kenny would be out of jail already.
we'd
They
be
would have
done.
had that cash.
Movie's over. We're keeping the profits. We're drug dealers now.
Then no one skipped step 2, so everybody knew where
Yeah.
it was. Profits. Don't no elaboration. The people who get it will get it. We don't need to tell anybody else. Yeah, that was, again, it was very fun. He was very fair, but they know they can't.
Yeah,
do
they know
this.
they can't pull that off.
So what is their plan? Well, fuck it, we got to try. Let's steal more weed. I love that. That's where their first fight. Their head went straight to let's steal more weed. Nothing else. They said let's steal more weed.
Because we got to increase.
But the thing is, they didn't have a bigger
right?
customer base. I mean, having more weed doesn't help you sell more weed. Having more weed just means that you can sell more weed.
You
Those
need
are
a bigger
different-
clientele.
right, those
That's
are
what you
different
need.
statements.
You
They
need to expand
They
outside
need
of your
to
little
start
borough.
moving to Jersey.
Yes.
But yeah,
You want to get out to the Adirondacks, hit them rich motherfuckers in their little place, their little villas and shit.
I did appreciate this because this gave us our second time of having a nice reference to the movie Dead Presidents. Scarface. You still don't? You remember this? I told you this in Don't Be a Menace. The reason the grandma wore the same face paint as Scarface,
the white
that is
mime
from the
face
movie
paint.
Dead Presidents. You need to watch the movie Dead Presidents.
really
brother.
do.
That's what I'm telling you. But so yeah,
It was an easy solution. Let's find a drink and we'll do it on the show.
So yeah, two movies now we've seen that have done the reference to Dead Presidents, which is that when you go to rob the place, you got to be all black, white face, why face paint, white face. Why would you do that? It's so crazy. This was good though, dude. I love the break-in.
I love that Brian keeps losing his shoe and it makes him not keep up with everybody. He drops it going up the ladder. They're running across the roof. It falls off and shit. So he never actually gets into the building.
Oh wait, we need to stop. We almost forgot the reason they actually decided to break in.
The guy.
The only time he's not asleep.
Finally wakes up. He has to go pee.
This was also priceless because he woke up in the middle of them trying to figure out
who the fuck
anybody
he
knows
is.
him.
I don't know him. I thought he was your friend. No, it's Brian's friend.
Can we
man.
address the funniest part about this though, right? They have the argument, then come to the conclusion nobody knows him. Nobody asked if Kenny knew him. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
They literally just didn't even think that was a possibility. They were just like, nobody knows him.
Yeah, and if we
Nobody
don't know him-
asked if Kenny.
Yeah.
Nobody even mentioned Kenny in the conversation.
It's actually Kenny's cousin.
That's what I'm telling
know?
you. Well, and how much more sense would it make that Kenny would feel okay leaving the message with him then? If Kenny's the one that knows him.
That's fair.
Because nobody, right? Do you think Thurgood would have left a message with the guy on the couch?
No.
Do you
He
think
wouldn't even thought of him.
Scarface and Brian wouldn't
No,
have done it
neither
either?
would've.
Kenny did it because Kenny knows him.
That's a good point.
I'm telling you, they missed the most obvious reason that the guy on the couch is there, Kenny. Which is also why he gives them advice on how to get Kenny
him
out.
Yeah. He tells them to go fucking
Steal more weed.
Fucking go steal it out of the. There's no one there on Sunday. It'll be easy.
This again, and we've already set up Scarface looking like Dead Presidents. It's so fun when they get to this building, dude. They get in, they're doing the sneak in up the ladder.
Right.
Fucking Brian, dude. Like he's never climbed a ladder
in his
before.
life.
He's literally just like, he starts to do the full hook the elbow
right,
inside. Yes, dude. Like he
But
has,
like kick my leg off and go like this.
now, in all
you know?
fairness, when they get to the roof, it does finally make sense because that motherfucker is wearing
Wearing
sandals. And I was
it
like,
falls
yeah.
off again. I was like,
I bet
that's what
that is why
happened.
he was having problems on the ladder,
My
right?
shoes
But
falling.
that smooth metal rung
Yep.
on that type of ladder, definitely
Definitely.
what it was, right? This was so much fun. They get in the building, no alarms yet, right?
Yep.
I love that they get inside with no problem, and
Are
they
you
get
sure
to this
door is
door.
unlocked?
I fucking love this. Thurgood, very clearly. I'm telling you right now, I come out here and smoke weed all the time. That door is never locked.
All right, cool. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And man, I said it was never locked. I didn't say there wasn't an alarm.
The security guards who see it, hey,
Isn't that the custodian?
Thurgood? Should I call the cops?
No,
No, I'm
this
having
is
way
too
too much
funny.
fun. Yeah, dude, I
Right.
fucking love it. Every part of it, dude. So fucking good.
They get to the weed room. Man, I hope there's some left. Open it, and it's just like, oh, Maui, wowie.
I took the time to pause
And look.
as they went around the entire room so that way
Okay.
I could have the definitive list for
All right,
us
I
of
will-
every weed that is in this
You
room.
paused. I just tried to see at a glance. I saw Yukon Gold, Maui Wowie, Northern Lights, and fuck, there was another one.
There are a lot more.
Never mind. You go. Those I only got 3. What do you
There's
got?
Golden Tie, Maui Wowie, Northern Lights, Chocolate Tie, Skunk Weed, Thai Magic, Big Bud, Acapulco Gold, Yukon Gold, and Tibetan Buddha. And I swear to God on the VHS that I think I still own, and so I will have to try to find and pull out, it had Alaskan Thunderfuck. But it is not in the streaming
My
version.
personal favorite name.
Well, because it's one of those names that sticks with you.
Yeah, because it's fucking funny.
Now don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I swear I remember there being one of the more outlandish names when I was a kid, and none of the ones I just read to you are outlandish. They're famous. They're all famous strains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The big name ones.
yeah. So they get a lot of weed. They load up with a lot of weed. They run out that door like a backpack,
Yes,
arms full,
Paper bags.
like
full-
dropping it as they
right.
go. Get to the door. They think they're good, dude. They think they made it.
Yep.
Click, 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 click.
I
So many guns.
Fucking love Thurgood here. He grabs the mop and starts acting like, I was just mopping the floor. I'm the
When
janitor.
they're literally outside.
Right.
They're out. He's mopping concrete.
I'm just the janitor. I'm like, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I love Scarface.
I'm gonna make a run for it, Beep. And get the fuck down.
There's like 100 guns. Dude, Thurgood had
Hey,
to-
maybe if he dove back into the door.
Scarface then comes with the man. At least Brian made it away. Someone had to.
Smack.
Brian literally falls from the
From the-
sky. Where the fuck was he?
That's why I maintain he never got in the building. He got trapped on the roof, so he decided
But he
to just
did.
jump.
We see him. He's like in the stairwell inside for a minute.
Oh, that's right.
But then we don't know how he goes from the stairwell to again.
The door locks as soon as the alarm goes off.
I want you to notice that, like, next time you watch it, he does not fall close enough to where he like fell off the. He fell literally like he was in the sky.
It
Like he's
just
not
drops.
close enough to the building that he like fell from the building.
magic.
I'm
Does
telling you,
magic exist in this world? They're
It's
kind of
ju-
iffy on it.
it's Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, there you go. If he's real, then they really flew.
This is good though. This gives us again. You think that it's the end, right? You think like, oh fuck, they're arrested.
Yeah, they're done.
Fucking, it's done for. No, the police give them a chance. They give them an out. They're like, look, guys, we know you got to know something about some of the big pushers going on. What can you tell us about Mr. Nice Guy? Thurgood's reaction was so good. Look, I can tell you that he's got the best weed I've ever seen, but that's neither here nor there.
Brian and Scarface don't help though. They're just like, oh fuck, man.
He said, but why don't you guys ask me something else? Maybe
Ask
something
me.
something about Samson.
I can give him to you.
It was so funny that he was so ready to rat, but he wanted them to ask first.
Right?
Like somehow that would keep him from being killed by people on the streets. They asked, I had to say it. Isn't that the rule?
Yep. He's gonna wear a wire to their meeting
Again,
with
so
Samson.
ready to jump
Yeah,
on it.
just
He was
two-
such a stool pigeon.
Way better than going to jail.
I get it, but also could get you killed on
Yeah,
the street.
fair enough.
This is a man who goes to illegal people to buy drugs. He could definitely get killed.
Cops are for it though. They come up with the
No, dude,
fucking
the cops
money.
love it.
They
The
wire
cops are
him
great.
up. They're like, hell yeah, let's.
They got
do
him in the
this.
van. They're giving him the breakdown. Look, all we need you to do is get him to clearly say, in no street lingo, real words, that he's got these drugs and that he is willing to sell them to you. Right? Simple. Easy.
Brian, you paying attention? No.
What do we do if something goes wrong? That's perfect. We got a plan for this. We got a contingency. It's easy. We got a magic word. All you got to do is say the magic word.
All right, what's that?
Abracadabra. Shut the fuck up.
Motherfucker, I didn't think you meant a literal magic word.
The magic word was literal magic words.
Shouldn't it have been like...
That's like telling me the magic word is hocus pocus. Like, what are we doing right now?
It should have been something, like, all right, I guess our deal is concluded. That's
something.
End phrase,
something that you might actually say out loud.
God damn it. But no, abracadabra.
Your magic words are vini vidi vici. Because that just naturally comes up in conversation all the time.
You might as well just have your magic words be like, cops are coming in 5 seconds.
Yeah, dude. It was wild, right? But then Thurgood pulls... I love this, dude. Thurgood pulls the best maneuver ever. He says, look, guys, I'm telling you right now. There's no way if we go in there looking like this. You guys have had us overnight. We've not smoked. They only know us as smokers.
Yeah,
if
dude,
we
they're
go
gonna
in
know.
there, white eyes, they're going to say something's up. We need to smoke.
Yeah,
all right. I guess
and
if
the
you
cop
need to.
pulled a joint out of his pocket.
No, it was in Thurgood's.
Oh, was
the
it?
The cop was reaching for his lighter.
Oh, okay.
Thurgood pulls it out, but that still says he was at the jail. Where did the joint come from?
He just had weed in his pocket while he was in jail.
The funniest part about this, though, was the reaction from Brian. Because Brian pieces it together as it's happening, and he, you see him, the delight when he's like,
right?
He just got them to agree to let us smoke in front of them.
That was, really smart, man.
Dude, the way you
genius.
And Scarface.
Just smoke it, yo.
Scarface with the, if you say too much, they won't let us do it. Right? So good.
The look on his face, I'm going to punch you. I'm going to punch you in the fucking mouth. Just smoke it.
I'm telling you right now, you better fucking stop. They get inside. It's time to get the deal done. We got Samson and his ninja
seems like
bitches.
He's happy to see him too. He's like, "Hello, boys. Hi, Samson."
Well, Samson thought he was just getting a free quick.
Oh yeah, that's
grand.
right.
Of course, he was fine with it. They come in. They're like, "We got your money, but we also got some extra.
Can we get some cocaine?
Oh, you guys want some candy?"
I don't
know about candy, but
I would really like some cocaine.
I don't want candy. I just want some cocaine. The white cocaine.
Yeah, some fine china.
I guess. Are you talking about cocaine?
Sure. You guys are really bad drug dealers. Fuck are you doing?
How about you guys have some of this and then the heroin?
The brick of heroin out.
You got a different name for it. Oh, is that heroin?
Babaloo, baby. What the fuck are you guys doing
is so
here?
Funny, dude. And then finally, though, Scarface starts to twist it back around,
oh, so they're drug dealer like you are. Yeah.
Everybody's like,
yeah. So can we buy some cocaine? Okay. How about the heroin? Okay.
That would
Fuck,
not.
We've got him.
That would not have worked.
No, it wouldn't.
The way that would not have worked because the all it would have taken a defense lawyer to say is, we don't know. Maybe somebody off mic asked him a different question. His okays weren't answers to drugs,
and they could have been,
or it could have been question marks.
Yeah. Okay.
They were like, "You've got cocaine we can buy." Okay. Again, that would not have flown. There's a reason Samson needed to be the one saying the words. That's the definitive, right?
Good enough for rock and roll, man.
No, this was so wild because then he just throws the cash
on the ground
and starts yelling abracadabra. Why? Why was that the response?
Because they were done. The cops were supposed to bust
But
in,
still,
man.
you try to make it smooth. They could have walked out the door, dude.
Nah, man. These guys are dumb fucks. They didn't even
They
pick up the drugs.
dude,
They just dumped the money
They
out.
threw it, dude. Threw it. It was so wild.
There's your money. Abracadabra, man. Yeah,
This was-
abracadabra.
I love that even Samson says it. Why you keep saying these magic words? He even said magic words. Why you keep saying these magic words?
I mean, you know, it's just
It's
like
nothing.
the new
It's just
slang.
new
You know,
slang.
like abracadabra,
Abracadabra,
man.
fool.
Yo, abracadabra, man. Fucking abracadabra.
Abra fucking cadabra.
Take your shirt off, man.
Oh shit.
It's fucking. No, I barely know you, dude. I'm not doing that. There's bitches come up and just rip it off.
Ninja ladies, dude. Ninja ladies. They aren't having it. All of a sudden, full on fight breaks out.
Let's break these bitches.
Batman.
I love the Batman theme.
I'm telling you, I bet it was royalty free.
I bet it was.
Because this
It's-
version specifically was keyed down.
A little
Did
bit.
you hear it? It was like muted
little
compared to the
bit,
sound
yeah.
everywhere else. I bet it's because that specific copy of it is royalty free.
Guaranteed. It's from like the pilot episode.
Something.
Before it
I'm
got
telling
picked
you,
up,
I
right?
love
Then
it.
they
Though. I still love
remastered
it, but
Oh,
I'm
it's
telling you
great.
that is what happened here. This fight was dope. Everybody's kicking ass, fucking throwing bows, fucking dropping bitches left and right. Maybe questionable there.
One chick's fucking titty pops out.
No, this was good. Fucking Scarface
Oh,
he
yo,
grabs her. They
yo,
wait,
you
no, they
titty.
roll down the floor and they're still going at it. And she sits up. She's punching him.
She's punch-
Titty popped out, and he just is like, I don't even care. I'm getting
Yeah,
punched.
yeah.
Titty, fully,
That's a titty.
full on,
Fully, man. Yeah.
Yo, this is for Killer B.
But Samson can walk magically.
Look,
Pulls the gun on poor
no.
Scarface.
Before we even get there, don't forget my favorite part. Thurgood throws a goddamn piranha.
Oh yeah, the piranha on the.
If we're gonna
the
talk about
crossbow
if
bitch.
we're gonna talk about the Batman-esqueness of it all, we can't forget the fucking throwing a piranha.
Because you see it fly through the air like old school 60s style, like.
But yeah, then Samson gets up. He's fine. He can walk. Again, I don't actually know if in the movie we ever got insinuated he couldn't. It was a weird line.
He's not in the wheelchair in the beginning, is he?
Yeah. So I feel like I was like, I don't know if I ever actually thought he was supposed to not be able to walk. I just thought he was
just
a lazy
an
bastard.
eccentric old man.
Yeah, I just say he liked having bitches take care of him.
Yeah, just push me around in my little
Right?
wheelie chair.
I've seen crazier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's hedonism bot.
maybe. But then we get the true Scooby-Doo fucking ending of it all, right? Because how do we save the day?
Barry, we need your help, man.
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry, so sorry.
Because it works. It is literally Jerry Garcia
He pops out
in
of
a
the bag. So if Jerry is real and like magic exists, did they really fly earlier in the movie?
I have no idea what to tell you. I don't know. Because Jerry Garcia is a dead man whose soul apparently...
Exists in this bag.
Was it sand or was
That's
it
what
his
they keep
ashes?
calling it. They keep
I know,
calling
but
it
I'm
sand.
asking you now.
It has to be his ashes. It can't be sand.
So then, does everybody who has part of his ashes
Get a little.
have a miniature Jerry for
little
one time
Jerry
use?
avatar?
It's got to be one time use, right?
Has to be.
Because he sweeps it up back into the bag, and I'm like, no, dude, that's not working again.
No.
You had a one-time Jerry Garcia savior, and you've used it. It was a good one.
It was a good use. You would have
Perfect
been fucked
use.
otherwise.
You guys would have died.
Poor Scarface. I'm gonna take your little Mexican and kill him. I'm Cuban, B.
Yeah, so they make it out. Police come in. They take credit.
I love the cops. They're so fucking.
Oh, we forgot to
high,
even talk
dude.
about how high they got.
That's why it took them so long. They were high as fuck.
That's why they never answered the
Yeah.
abracadabra
They're
of
high
it all.
as hell in the fucking van, just dying.
Reading his love note to Mary
You're
Jane.
all Mary Jane all over me.
He hands it to him, just laughing at him, like, "Here you go,
pussy."
We're basically done here, guys.
Yeah,
We're
the
wrapping
movie-
it up.
They work a deal to get Kenny out of jail.
The police are like, good, great, thank you. No money. They don't get
No,
they don't
but-
get the notoriety. They are now done selling weed because they were not drug dealers. They were fundraisers. That being said, Kenny got let out. So do they just have $100,000 in the bank now?
Oh, that's a good fucking point.
Because they never spent the
And
money
it's not
they
like-
were putting
and
back.
the cops don't know who Mr. Nice Guy is.
So
Yeah, dude, no, they're sitting on like 100 fucking grand. Our boys are set.
I'm telling you,
Fuck yeah,
that's
man.
the part of the story they don't talk about, but is definitely inherently
I didn't
there.
even think of that, dude.
They
That's
have
a
bunch
much
of
nicer
money.
ending.
Yeah. Because the next part of the ending is I don't like this. As a guy who was always up front and was like, look, I smoke.
Yeah, when I'm dating a chick, like
And you got to be
I'm not
okay
gonna-
with
yeah.
it. I don't like the ending.
I don't either.
don't like the ending of him being like, I gave up my smoking for
It's just for
her.
the end joke.
It is. It's
It's
for one joke.
one
That's what I'm saying.
joke.
We can get there really quick. He goes to the bridge. He meets her so he can say, Mary Jane, I'm giving it up. She tries to give him shit for the split second when she's like, have you stopped? Well, everything except for yesterday. But I mean, we
Well,
just got Kenny out of
Kenny
jail.
just got out of jail, so a little bit from yesterday. But this is the last of it. He's got the one last joint.
I'm gonna get rid of it right now.
just for you.
I love the puts it
The
in his,
quick-
all the way in his
the
mouth.
Quickie, he's just fucking like,
Dude, that
no.
lighter was on it.
No.
Shut up. That lighter would have fully had that thing lit, dude. He
It
was
wouldn't
on
be
it.
right. Damn you.
Throws it off the bridge, and he's like, look, guys, I know. And this was supposed to be their rationalization.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be their way they knew they weren't going to piss all of us stoners off, right?
Because
It di-
Thurgood
it-
sold out, man.
It didn't work. I still
Yeah,
feel.
he sold out.
The
Fuck
joke
you, man.
is funny. It's not funny enough to make me not upset with the ending. He says, look, guys, I know. I get it. You think I'm just a sellout. But I'm going to tell you right now, I love weed.
I
I love it. But,
but
not as much as I love pussy. The end.
The end. It's funny as fuck, but you lying.
It's not how
Because the second that bitch break up with you,
You smoke
you're
it
gonna be
again.
smoking weed again. I give him 6 months.
Well, again, I
This
will.
does not seem like a movie relationship that
Well,
lasts.
right now, I will point out she is the only character returned to the sequel. It would make me think she
Yeah.
has something to do with marijuana.
Yeah.
Why is she the
probably.
only one coming back to the sequel if she's still a teetotaler who doesn't smoke
That's
marijuana?
fair. Thurgood converted her.
Well, again, that's fine. I'm
I
good
mean,
with
I've
that.
had a few girlfriends that were like, "Oh, I don't like weed," and then they're like, a month later, they're like, "Well, I'd like to try it."
All right, guys, this was fun. We had a blast. I hope everyone
Yes,
enjoyed
on
seeing
the
our
video.
faces.
I hope you
Uh,
like it. Join our Patreon.
Yeah, if you do, exactly.
more.
Supply us some coffee/beer money, whatever you want to call it, to make yourselves feel better.
Yeah, if you want to delude yourself into thinking that we're going to spend it on coffee, have fun.
I said whatever makes them feel better.
I
Bo.
don't like to lie to people.
I didn't. I didn't. I didn't say that.
You left it ambiguous.
That's
I
right.
don't appreciate it.
I left it ambiguous, but I did not lie to anybody. Thank you and good day, sir.
We've done that movie already. Go watch our Willy Wonka review.
All right, guys. Again, this was fun. Sweetwater 420 extra pale ale. I like this. It was good. It was
Easy.
delicious, easy to drink, almost dangerous.
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
to
It's one of those
drink.
when it's like, man, I've already drank.
It's because it's not super strong.
Yeah.
but it is just strong enough that with how easy it is to put down, dangerous combination.
Yeah. You'll
That-
be through 4 of them before you know
Now,
it.
that being said, I told Bo that I was hoping this. So they used to market one, and I think it was a short time release, which is why we can't find it now. That legitimately, you'd open it and it
Smell
smelled
like
like weed.
weed.
Because hops, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if I've ever said this on air before. Hops and marijuana are very closely related plants.
Is
Like,
that why you're wearing the Hops t-shirt?
shh, don't tell people. They don't. Maybe they didn't know.
The weed hop t-shirt, the hop weed.
But yeah, they are super, like they have the same, I don't know if they're in the same family, they're genus. Like
Fragrance profile.
well, no, it's scientific like
Oh,
they're
deeper
in one
even,
of the
yeah.
same groups. I don't know how far down that grouping is, but they are in one of the same, like,
Subspecies.
yeah. So they are very closely related.
Would
Which
you have
means
just
you
like
can find
could you
things
just use weed
that
and make
share
beer?
smell. Well, I don't think so. I think because again, just like how weed has THC, but you wouldn't
Yeah,
the
some
stuff,
chemical shit.
the hops you need for beer has something that THC does. You know what I'm saying?
50-50 ratio, it right?
Yeah, you could do something like that probably for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it was again still great. I don't want to downplay the fact that it wasn't the
good.
weed one.
Yeah, it's
to
still
make it
good.
sound like it's not good. We had a blast. Definitely one of the first extra pale ales. I think by naming, taste wise, I feel like we have had something that tastes
but like
similar.
I don't remember extra pale ale.
I feel like I would remember that. I think we would be making the EPA joke of it all.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's
EPA from The
EPA.
Simpsons. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, this was fun. The movie was fun. The beer was good. It was a great time. Bo, what are we drinking next time?
Next time, we are going to be doing High Wire Brewings.
We love them.
We love them. They've been on the show multiple times.
A lot of times
Yeah.
at this point.
We are doing double high pitch IPA because it's motherfucking baseball season coming
And
up.
so we've got 1,000 options. Be ready. I'll tell you in just a second what this one is, but just be ready.
more.
It's
to come.
baseball season,
Yeah.
and we saw that they have the High Wire. You be ready too.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get a lot of stuff.
We're going to
from us.
be using a lot, like maybe not more than once a month, but once a month for the next several months. We
Yeah.
definitely have eyeballed some baseball movies. And
And
you
you
have the
all-
perfect drink because
Yeah.
you have this one is the double high pitch, but you have a high pitch. You have a low pitch. I think you might even have a double low pitch.
I think they have a double hitter even.
So you get what I'm saying. We have every baseball movie we ever want to do at our fingertips, sir.
So if you're a baseball fan, you're gonna be super excited.
But what are we starting with? It being us. We had to start with one that, again, is technically a kid's movie, but it was from when we were kids.
It's our
it
kid
makes it a
movie.
little bit different. I'm sure, we could have gone a lot of places. We could have done a Field of Dreams and been in at least an adult movie.
It's overrated.
It is, I agree.
Thank you. I'm not the only one. Goddamn.
So instead, we are going to do the classic Rookie of the Year.
Yay!
Rowan Gardner!
The Rocket. Fucking
The hot, stinky cheddar. Okay, I think we're good. You guys get it. We're gonna have a
We're gonna
blast.
have a good time next
It's
time.
baseball season. It's time. Everybody's gonna love this. It's good. All right. On that, Bo, anything else for everybody?
The usual, man. I need everyone, especially now since you've seen our Patreon advertisement video, please go subscribe to our Patreon. Give us money for beer. Like, comment, subscribe, share, especially on Facebook. We're so close. 15 more. Other than that, I think we're done. Let's go fucking burn one, dude. Oh, probably shouldn't have said that on YouTube.
Shh. No, naughty, naughty jungle of love.